Welcome to the Pat Mayo Experience presented by Underdog. This is the PGA Championship Cut Sweat Live on Mayo Media Network. If you're watching this on Mayo Media Network, I highly recommend that you smash the like and sub to Mayo Media Network. That'd be very helpful. And use code Mayo at Underdog as well as we're sweating this out. Geoff Fienberg on the line now that we have your connection fixed. Ryan Noonan from BetSperts on the line as well. Fellas, how many runners you get? How many Pavon tickets do you have? I know Geoff has one, which is hilarious, but how realistically, like, you're tuning into this, Noonan, you're looking at the top of the board. How good are you feeling about your bets?
I think I'm in the same boat as the majority of our community with a Bryson runner, I guess we would say. After 68 today, you definitely watched a lot of edges be burned, which is a little frustrating to watch. I didn't think Max Homa would be my top runner heading into the weekend at 200-1, but here we are. Great round from Max today, but I mean, Geoff and I spoke at length this week trying to decide whether it's Xander or Ludwig. I landed on both, and it turns out the answer was neither. So here we are.
Geoff, how are you feeling about your Pavon ticket?
Yeah, so I hit a stale Pavon 750 when he was like 200-1. It was for $10. I was like, I don't know if this thing's turning into a mid-off, then game on.
The funny thing is, like, looking at this leaderboard right now, I almost guarantee you by Sunday it's going to be Scheffler. There's Scheffler now at 4 under. Like, he's in 7th. It's going to be Scheffler, Rahm, and Bryson. Maybe Victor.
I hope you're right.
I mean, the Vic triple chip was just, someone who also is holding that ticket. I know Geoff is as well. I don't know if you are too, Pat, but like that's painful, especially with the way that the day played out and he had great opportunities. But I agree. I mean, look, I feel like the community is sweating a golf tournament for the very first time ever. Like, this happens, right? Like, look, even like the major championships, that happens. We had Kevin Kisner in the driver's seat last time we were here at Valhalla. Like, these things happen. Vegas definitely was sun running a handful of times today. I don't think if you really were dialed in and watching a bunch of this today that you were scared of Johnny Vegas and were surprised that he finally doubled on the 18th here. So like, these things happen. You'll see one or two probably hang on, but like you said, by the end of it, when we get there on Sunday, late in the afternoon, we're going to have some familiar names at the top, and Scotty and Bryson definitely feel like they're going to be in the mix.
Geoff, I kind of feel bad for like yelling at the guy who suggested Vegas in my live chat on Wednesday night to win.
Yeah.
Like, burn your money. Do that instead.
I was nowhere near Johnny Vegas. Where are we? John Deere, Glen Abbey? Like, what are we talking about here?
This is a pretty Torrey Pines leaderboard, if there ever was one. Pavon's a winner. Homa's a winner. Vegas has always been pretty good at Torrey Pines over the years.
Yeah, it's because of Mexico vibes too. I know I had Smalley in Mexico. We had Jaeger hanging around for a little bit. That's definitely a Mexico play. But yeah, I mean, these longer golf courses, I guess in hindsight, Vegas kind of fits. I mean, I guess if we were like boiling it down, it's simplistically pre-flop, it was bombers and guys that could spike putting. I don't even know that Vegas necessarily qualifies for the spike putting piece of it at all, but he definitely qualifies for the bomber piece. So, even though we have some of the shorter guys have kind of been in the mix a little bit, but that fallen off a little bit too, but for the most part, a lot of the guys still at the top of the board outside of like Seabez basically are plus distance guys for the most part. So it has played out a little bit like that, just not with the upper echelon guys, right? It's been the Thor Bjornssons of the world a little bit. Smalley, even though he weighs like 130 pounds soaking wet, he can move it a little bit. Pavon always seems to show up on long courses. So those guys will all shrink back slowly, I think, too. And Scotty's obviously terrifying.
If your guy's under par, like, he's still very much in this thing, right?
You know who I was looking at stats-wise? You know who has lost 4 strokes putting in 2 rounds, but is third tee to green? He's at even par. You can keep touching your microphone a bit and make that sound worse.
Berger.
It's Berger. Berger's the answer. He's like 400-1 right now.
Yeah.
Can't make a putt.
I mean, I don't think he can miss more. Oh, Xander, there you go, rolling it in.
That player profile, I mean, they're very much alive this week. Like the contrarian profile. Granted, it's early. We'll see how the leaderboard finishes. But there's a lot of guys that have been able to make their way around this golf course who aren't in that group of the longest players.
It's true, and a lot of them are doing it with their long irons and their putter, and even like someone like Brian Harmon. I think Brian Harmon's hit almost every single fairway so far this week. Like that is a path that you can take. It's just an unlikely path. And taking a look at the very top of the leaderboard, like statistically, like Vegas is just doing everything. Like he didn't make a ton of putts today, but he made every putt yesterday. And even to watch him be like, this is the most narrow fairway on the course, is a boom, dead center, 330. You're like, okay. And then he's like, did you watch like these scoop wedges that he was hitting for a while?
Yeah, I just been waiting for him to eject, and it hasn't really been happening. Putting himself on like the right shelves, not falling victim to some of these false fronts like a lot of guys are. He played really clean, really until the double on 18. At the time, there was only 3 guys that had a better round 2 score than Vegas did for the day, right? And again, this
Homa.
is, Pavon closing, Homa, Highsmith, I think was right there, Neiman, right, kind of in line with him too. And then he, hit that double, but, kind of shocking. Like we were not surprised to see an 18-hole guy like that pop a little bit. You're like, oh, round 2, he's going to fade back a little bit, but he didn't. He played really good golf. He lost some strokes putting, which is always going to be the case, but tee to green was pretty clean.
I was really surprised about it. So like Smalley is just gaining a ton off. He's gaining a ton everywhere, and he's making all the putts. Like he's over 4 strokes putting for his 2 rounds so far. Like same as Ryu. Like Hisatune is up there, and he's starting to fall back a little bit now. Gerard is actually the one I've been super shocked by. I mean, here's him putting for birdie right now. He's going to make that one too. The North Carolina guy didn't have that on. I didn't have Ryan Gerard on my radar coming into the week. Put it that way.
Boys, what about Alex Noren? Second event
I know.
year.
I mean, you could have built a team on guys that I thought were most definitely going to miss the cut this week. You'd have Alex Noren on there front and center.
Vegas Noren.
Like I have a miss the cut parlay that has Alex Noren in it, so I can attest to. I back that up with some money, so we're not looking good there.
Oh yeah, I mean Vegas makes a ton of sense. He was just playing like crap, but he is the skill set that we were targeting, wasn't he?
Yeah. 1,000%. Thor too. Like, I hate to root against Thor. It's a guy I love to bet every week. I think he's skipping a few steps if he's to you really continue to be in the mix here on the weekend. But like that's another profile that fits massively, right? Spike putting, bombs it out there. It's definitely a guy that I think is we're going to get used to here. I think at PGAs over the next decade or so. But good to see him at least get a little bit of a taste of it.
What's funny is that I would have been all over him this week if I didn't bet him last week, and he sucks so badly.
Yeah.
There's a few shots with that profile. Like even Pendrith, I think like the bomber putter is still like all over this board, I feel.
Oh yeah, even someone like Bobby Mack is just kind of lurking around. Although, I like Bobby Mack. He's actually in my 250 lineup at Ludwig submarined, but I think on DraftKings right now the 6 of 6 is like 1.7%. But yeah, Ludwig is doing me dirty, and I need poor Eugenio to make the cut. The dude hits every green in regulation and can't make birdies. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, we get, Higo, Hall, some of these like real bottom scrapers.
Yeah, but again, Higo is the profile though, because
that's the same. Hall too, right? Hall hits it a mile and can putt it, right? These guys are all kind of in the mix a little bit. So I don't think the stuff ahead of time was completely wrong. You're always going to have a handful of these positional, Bezaden Hoot, Noren guys that can pop up for a couple of rounds. But at the end of the day, like kind of the handicap was fairly accurate. Just, you'll see these guys mixed in, but you're not even talking about them because you'll have, Scotty and Xander and Rory and Bryson all at the top. And they're kind of in the second tier, which is kind of why it makes it interesting heading into the weekend.
Even to back up that point even more, when you go down to the -2s, like Scott is there. He's not as long as he once was. Rasmus is top 10 in driving. Like Marco Penge, the Brit, like he absolutely mashes it off the tee. Then you got Cam Davis, Higo, Rahm. They're all right there. And I think that people kind of misconstrued what was going on. It wasn't that these other guys couldn't compete. It's just how do you pick which ones are going to compete? Like why is Corey Connors not at the top of this list? Like where's Fleetwood? Where are those guys? Like the guys that you would associate with that other skill set. Like Bez is sort of like the ultimate outlier. He's just smashing long irons and making putts.
You're not wrong. Like, who'd be the captain of that? I don't even know. I was going to say Morikawa, but he's not exactly like the reliable putter. That's
no,
true.
but he's sort of like Russell Henley is the king of that, and I think Russell Henley's 11 over par.
Yeah, Phil's struggling. Let's get Phil some recovery gummies. Let's get him some of that good stuff in his coffee and see if he can, get to the 18th here.
Phil made like 5 birdies on the front. I know none of us bet Scheffler, but if he like, what do you not want him to end at here that you feel like pretty good still about it?
What are his odds right now?
His current case. So here's the current odd board. Scheffler's the odds board is hilarious when you look at it. It's Scheffler's plus 260 to win, Bryson's 8-1, Rory's 10-1. Those are your 3 betting favorites of the PGA Championship right now. And then it's Vegas, Fitz, Homa, Rahm. I was gonna fire on Rahm at 33-1 like an hour ago. Now he's down to 22-1. He is just kind of sneaking along. I know he's cusp pick, which never tends to go well, but he looks really good. He's making putts. Like Scotty's playing like ass, and he's 4 under.
This is what he does. It's terrifying. It always is, right? Like he just doesn't have to have it all the way through, and just if you can make some of these 10, 15 footers, it's brutal. It's brutal if you don't have the ticket, which I don't know of many that went there this week, right? He was, just especially I feel like in our bubble, right? If you were to just kind of get the polls from the books and tell you handle and ticket numbers, I think probably Scotty would be reasonable up there with the top 2 guys. It just felt like a Rory or Bryson discussion, and Bryson was just so easy with the opening odds being like 3x with those guys.
I would argue Scotty right now at this current number.
Jeff, are you outside?
No, is it?
It sounds like people are just like, unless it's on your end, Noonan. Like someone's like moving. Do you hear it too?
No, I'm in a room by myself. TV's muted. I hear it. It sounds like one of those situations where you're sitting in front of your mic, but it's picking up your computer audio
or your shirt or something like that.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try one thing. I'm gonna put in headphones. Sometimes a lot of people on this these Zoomers say that's what fixes.
And now he killed all of his internet momentum. No Buck in the chat said he had Vegas first round leader. Congrats to you. He says you don't think Vegas can win. It's not that Vegas can't win. I would give him a very low chance of winning this tournament.
Yeah, I don't think he can win.
He can win. He's won on tour.
Of course. He's and he's been around for a while and has a solid, I don't know what you would call it, career. He's been around for a while. And nowadays, holding your card and keeping that is something that I think is underrated. But at the same time, like to close when you're going to have this, I think some of these guys come up with him. It's just going to be harder. Just his baseline putting is so poor.
Yeah, if he continues to gain like 2 strokes per round on approach and over a stroke off the tee, like he's going to be there at the end. But what is this going on now with Rahm?
Oh yeah, saw some of these putts this morning.
Here we go.
Had one too. Yeah,
let's see it. Make it, Rahm. That's a good looking putt. It's got so much mo. Wow. You think I wonder if it goes through their minds like, I'm not going to make this. It's going to roll out to 10 feet. Can I just chip this?
Yeah, even to see the line like that is just, these guys are insane.
So
back to Vegas real quick. I touched on this in in a different chat earlier today. What would you line Vegas right now to be in the final 2 groups on Sunday? Right. I love your question of just from a TV standpoint, who are the final 3 groups? I think it's a great discussion point. But just in terms of where we are odds wise with him on the board, what do you think it looks like for him to be in the final 2 groups?
Like if I had to cap it?
Yeah, if you had to cap it, you're putting setting a line on it.
Plus 200.
Yeah. I think that's probably right. In that range.
I don't think he plays in one of the final 2 groups on Sunday.
Yeah, and that's my point, right? He can win, but I think we both agree he's not playing in the final 2 groups. And then are you telling me he's winning from the 3rd or 4th group? I also have a hard time with that too. So
did you have the Homa ticket this week?
I did. I had a Homa ticket. Yeah.
So Cam and Vincenzi were all over him too. I just didn't see it. Is it that he's won here? He's won at comp courses. because people kept pointing to like, oh, he's getting a lot better. It's like, yeah, he got better than the guy who came dead last every week. It's not like he's playing well.
So I heard his presser, and I think something else too last week at Philly, and he talked about the what he did since Harbor Town, and talked about like some ball position stuff, some different changing with his new Cobra driver, just a few different things from a setup standpoint off the tee, and he was feeling significantly more confident. And again, he went to the Masters and drove it pretty well. Then I think got off to a pretty good start, drove it pretty well at RBC as well. So I just felt like, and he talked about specifically, he's like, hey, I'm heading back to that place. I've teed 8 the last 2 times I've been there in bad form. Like, so it's like last year, especially, I was not feeling good about my game at all. I showed up there and found myself inside the top 10. So I feel way better about my game now heading there this week. So that was kind of it for me. And, it's not like he like finished 30th last week in Philly. So it's not like he had a great showing, but again, the off the tee stuff looked a little better. I had some, I think just some bad misses in Philly that I think jacked up some of his approach stuff watching that one pretty closely.
Leading this tournament in driving. He's ahead of Bryce. He's the only guy ahead of Bryson.
It's crazy.
That's insanity.
Yeah, it is insane. I mean, watching Bryson off the tee is insane. But yeah, Max is, I think it's legit. Like, I don't know that I want to jump in live at like 22 or 25, but I don't think he's like, I think he believes that he's fixed something here, right? So this is a guy that pedigree wise would be going off at 50 if he was, playing his normal golf.
Sure. Here, I guess, would be my issue with his future prospects. He's currently first in driving, which I just don't think is sustainable for him. Maybe it is. Maybe that's just his week and he's hitting the driver well. But he's gaining over 2 strokes per round with his driver right now. And he's lighting it up on the greens. He's like third in putting. Like he's basically doing what Bryson did to win the Rocket Mortgage that time. Like he's losing on approach.
Yeah, losing a little on approach. Not a good recipe. But hey, we talked about bomb and putt. And here we are. He's getting it done. The vibes are immaculate. I mean, that was 14. I mean, he tucked that thing. I mean, it was legit almost a hole-in-one on the drivable par 4. No one's even been kind of close to that one today. So, feel good taking that little tap in eagle, get a little momentum there. So he started on the 10th there too. So, yeah, I mean, you're right. Statistically, you just don't like to see negative an approach for the tournament and feel great about it. But it's, it's barely negative, and the vibes are immaculate here for Team Homa. I mean, he's won here, his first win. Again, feel good about the guy, feeling like, hey, I've gone there in worse form and found myself in the leaderboard on Sunday. So, it'd be a great story, especially for, these to have like a non-Scotty, Rory, Bryson win. Max would be great.
Weirdly, I think the guy, Jeff, are you there?
Yeah. Is it better?
You're back? No. Horrible. Okay. Noonan, I think it's actually Fitz. Like, if Fitz has his shit together, like, he is the guy I'd be scared of here just winning by 3.
It's another guy that's been in the wilderness for like a calendar year. I mean, it's been crazy. So, but he's, consistent across the board, right? Profile wise, we know he can win at big tracks. The irons look good. He's kind of kicking it around off the tee, not by much, but we know the short game can get hot. It's always weird to watch that cross-handed little chip that he has. But yeah, I mean, right, he's been here, right? He's been in the spot at the U.S. Open. This is not a moment that's too big for him as well. That's what I love about Homa kind of in this, right? This was a thing where when Homa was winning golf tournaments, it was like you get Max in the mix on a Sunday. He's like, he closed at like, it felt like a relatively high rate. Again, super small sample, but like it's a good shout on Fitz because the moment's not going to be too big for him for sure.
Additionally, he's also currently in second place and just made a bogey. So that feels like a little bit better. But he would be the one up there. Like he's won a U.S. Open, and this is kind of his game. We know that he increased his driving distance so he can put it out there. But the long irons, he goes nuclear putting sometimes.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen it for a while.
James G says, show the cut on guys show on screen the cut. Like that's literally what's on the screen, isn't it? Isn't that what you see on the screen?
That's all I see on the screen. That's all I see, bud.
All right, let's see. We got Jeff back on. Let's see if Jeff's internet is fixed. Jeff, is your internet fixed? No, of course it's not.
Boy.
It can never be fixed. Eventually, he'll figure it out. I have faith that he'll end up figuring it out. You see, I really wanted to wait for him to talk about this. Did you see Shane Lowry's plugged ball live that he had to hit?
I did.
That
Yeah,
was
and this,
awful.
it was. It was.
It's the worst lie I remember since that Paul Casey divot at the players.
Oh, yeah, that was a rough one too. Yeah, it's I was thinking about it too. It's almost like, again, not a new reference or a relatable reference. It's almost like the old Tuck rule, right? The old Patriots Raiders game. Awful rule, proper interpretation of the rule. So I've seen just a lot of like, comment sections of people that have posted it, just like, how's that not embedded, or like, what a joke, and it's like, it sucks. That's the rule. Like it's if it's your divot that you're embedded in, right? Like it's you get relief from that. But if it's a random one, you don't. I think we all agree that's probably kind of a stupid rule, but it is the rule. Puts the the rules official in a tough spot. Like, hey, that's the rule. I can't give you relief. That sucks. I'm sorry, but like, here we are. It had, I think, a very immediate, appropriate reaction, as any of us would. If you find yourself with a great drive in the middle of the fairway and you have absolutely no shot to do anything with it, it sucks.
Yeah, I'm looking at the cut right now. Like it seems like it's going to stick at +1, doesn't it? Like I had hopes it was going to go to +3, like very early this morning. I was like, no, it's going the other way.
Yeah, that's the Ludwig in us, right? We had the Ludwig just absolutely crapping down his leg and got to 3, and like, oh, can we get the cut line to 3? And now we are comfortably at 1, and maybe there's a backdoor shot for 2, but it feels like even is in play.
And that's the thing. There's a backdoor shot at 2. I do not think it. I don't think there's any chance it can get to even unless like all of a sudden this becomes actually like the John Deere Classic and guys just start going nuclear with birdies. But it's +1, +2, +1's the heavy favorite at the moment. Just looking at the leaderboard, you see like top 74. It would take. I mean, it's not inconceivable that like it only takes 4 guys to drop from +1 right now to get down. I think Taylor Moore's in the water. Oh no, he was in the water on the last hole. Let's see here. Someone said that he was in the water. It doesn't seem like he is. It seems like he's in the. It says that he's in the rough. He might actually be on the Ludwig water on the right-hand side. I think Spieth was in it too. You just don't hit it in there.
Yeah, just a handful.
Easy for me to say.
Most of these guys, though, it looks like in this range. Well, there's a handful. I was thinking, you definitely have the Green Mile. So you have the guys that still have that to go. Straka's right there. Lowry's right there at 1. Those guys still, started on the front, on 1, so they still have to get to the back there and play those. Same thing with Mav and Finau, who still have a lot of golf to play. Connors, perhaps. Like these are guys kind of floating around even, right? So they play with their food a little bit and then get to the Green Mile and have to par out or make a birdie. That can change things a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, and the guy's trying to sneak in right now. So the guys in the clubhouse, Neergaard, Peterson, Hoagie, Spieth, and Knapp, all at 2, need to be saved by the cut. But Vic Perez, Novak, Grazerman, Xander, Xander's the big one, Day, Ricky, and Chris Kirk can all play themselves in. As someone with a lot of investment in these 3 guys, Hideki, Ludwig, and Thomas, did not enjoy the Green Mile and how they finished the rounds.
No, I no idea what happened with Ludwig. I mean, just is he like 5 over today in the Green Mile? I mean, just rough. I mean, I don't know. I put maybe in hindsight too much weight in, I think, course fit this week and didn't give enough to form with a bet like that because he hasn't been playing really well. But I mean, look, we've been saying for forever, long and straight, right? This is going to play like Torrey South, or it's going to play like a standard Wells Fargo or Truist or whatever, a Quail Hollow week. Then how will we not be on Ludwig at almost 30? But look, the irons just haven't been good, and we saw more of that today. He just wasn't good enough, didn't give himself enough shots, and find these false fronts. His chipping is kind of the one thing at this point in his game that isn't good. Same thing with he's basically a little bit more distance Hovland at this point, and when you kind of force him to put those wedges in his hands, not getting close enough. And then the putter was, especially in the Green Mile section, was just real rough. So be interested to see if he can get back into form.
Do you think that, Jeff, are you there?
Yeah, I would try to, do a different setup like I normally do, but it didn't work for me this time. So I'm just back at home. I'm just back in my base camp. Sorry.
You can watch though, right? You're like you have it on.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I see. All I did, I just unplugged my audio box, brought it upstairs. The kids are away. My wife's away. She's actually by you, Jeff. She's in Toronto right now. Oh. Trying to convince her to sell her friends on coming to the live show.
Well, probably a lot of like guys there if they're single.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, I don't know if they're the most redeemable bunch, but
If all the babes out there looking for some dudes, come to the PME live show. A lot of dudes.
That's it.
A lot of dudes.
last I heard though, because where I got cut off, I guess he's up by a stroke, but I'm far more believer in Fitzpatrick getting this to the line than I am like Homa. If it's guys like great players from the clouds.
Yeah, like of all the guys, I mean, obviously Scheffler is the most terrifying guy on that leaderboard for someone who doesn't have it. Oh, Rory, sick putt, dude. Custy Gerhard is up there though. I mean, it would be fun to. Wasn't he the guy that like Monday Q dude was caddying for like 3 years ago?
He's just been a ball striking maven, right? Like he's been amazing, but then like can't hit putts. I know people bet him a lot. Custy Gerard.
It's a great name. Custy Gerhard. I don't know if he's French though. He should be. Should be French. Was that for a birdie for Rory or was that for par? Yeah, bogey 5. There we go.
Oof.
Stupid Rory. Not that I have money on him, but I would like to see him in the mix. It feels like, how far back do you think you can be going into the weekend with this leaderboard?
1 under?
Yeah, like, I feel like even's even kind of in it.
Sure, even.
Because there's a low round out. Like, I mean, Homer showed it today, and if you put that low, Bryson could. Like watching every shot that Bryson hit today. It feels like he should have been 8 under.
Yeah, he said it in his presser after. He said, I feel like I could have shot 8 under today. I also felt like there were times where maybe I could have shot even. So I feel like I came out in the right spot. But yeah, I feel like watching everything the last 2 days from him, it's felt like there were so many opportunities when you just hit it so far past everybody, where you see these towering drives that are just comical, the lines that he takes. And you're just left when you see your peers coming in from like a $190 or 2 and change, and he's got, a gap wedge. It's just like, man, how can you not tuck more? Like, he's such a good putter, but there's just so few times where I feel like he's just tucked in and feel good about it. He's got to run well with the putter. And I think he's just kind of been slightly above field average at this point. But yeah, I mean, I would not put it. I mean, he's definitely in the mix here with the leaderboard ahead of him. So would love to have him not chasing Scotty by too much as we head to the weekend. But yeah, I mean, I think you guys are right. I think even probably you're right. You see that group of guys at T25 at 2 under, very much in the mix. Like some good golfers in there too.
I just think even looking at like trying to think through like it seems like every time he is supposed to make a bogey, he does when he gets himself out of position. And every time it's a tap in, he ends up making it. He may have drained like he's not making like what we're used to with Bryson because his putter can be so good from time to time. His chipping his chipping yesterday was awful. His chipping today was much better. But he's not making that like 35-foot putt for birdie or par to like save. He has not saved himself on the green yet with anything. The only thing he got saved by was that ridiculous chip that hit the pin and like stopped by the hole. And then he was mad it didn't go in. It was like, hey, Bryson, like, calm down. Like that should be in the bunker on the other side of the hole.
Yeah. Matt Hughes had one of those yesterday on his way to like a,
he knew it though. He was like,
yeah, no, he did.
He did the like, oh, I'm swimming if that doesn't hit the pin.
Yeah. Another guy that just bled strokes on the green today, which is always hard to see. It's just, I mean, he's been playing better golf. He's been more well-rounded this year, and the putter hasn't been great, but that's his skill set. So for him to be losing 3.5, like, whew,
is this a sort of like jabroni event? Maybe like Fleetwood can come from the clouds.
Is Fleetwood in? Oh, Eugenio just
Fleetwood's about to get to 2 under, assuming he hits a 4-footer.
That gets him to 2 under?
Yeah.
I think it's a good, I mean, if there's ever a good spot for Fleetwood, this would be a good spot. Just being at 2 under, bunch of goobers at the top. Like you need to go out and have that Fleetwood round where you shoot 65 tomorrow.
Yeah, he hasn't. Yeah, I mean, Fleetwood of like 6 years ago doesn't really show up that much anymore.
No,
he did it. He backdoored last weekend, though. I mean, fantastic T4 out of nowhere, right? No smoke at all for Tommy, but hey, cash that big old Siggy check.
I will. I don't know what's going on with Harry Hall. on the 18th hole right now, but it seems like he's almost been in the hazard like 5 times, but I don't know if he actually has. And Jeff, as you do know, the app will lie to you about which shot people are on.
Oh, yeah, it's been a tough. There's been a lot of misinformation, a lot of fake news.
Like I thought at one point when I forget where JT went, it was like the bunker or somewhere like super left. It was like, oh, he has 9 feet for birdie. Awesome. Then it turned out to be like 3 feet for bogey. I was like, oh, that's not so good.
I want to tell you, Pat, over on in the everyone knows about the Twitter golf community, but over on the Rumble golf community.
Oh God, I think we're streaming live to Rumble right now.
Okay, well, we might have a lot of like anti-Alex Smalley action in the comments.
Is he too woke?
Yes, unless you want your PGA Champion to like wear a mask in the grocery store.
Oh,
so they're not into Alex Smalley on Rumble.
So these guys are begging for Taylor Moore to make the cut, right?
Yeah, begging for Taylor Moore. I got oh boy, a couple sweats here, but I think I'm done and dead anyway.
I need Jason Day to like be 6 over here coming in.
Oh, he's in huge trouble right now.
That's what I like to hear.
Last I was looking at him, because he's on the whole top. It's a short par 4.
He's on 4. Oh my God! Oh, he went dead into the water. Oh, he's not so. He has an 8-footer for bogey.
Yeah.
He'll make that.
Yeah, we couldn't stream to Rumble initially because we didn't have enough subscribers. So if you do have Rumble, we just launched the channel like this week. So go subscribe to Mayo Media Network on Rumble so we can stream live over there.
All right. Shout out Michael Kim, hanging right on that number.
Okay. Can we talk about the Michael Kim thing?
Let's talk about it.
Noonan, did you see it?
What his like tweets before?
Yeah, his tweet just his Bryson tweet, just like, oh yeah, live guys don't, they're not used to playing on Thursdays. Bad joke, but clearly a joke. Yeah. Don't tell Vincenzi. Mad.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, I mean, also everyone in the world after his like his Wednesday recap of his practice round, his thoughts on the course. Saw a lot of tweets about it. We had a lot of action in our Discord around like Michael Kim plus 130 to miss the cut. He looks like he's wanting to shove that down people's throats here today too.
I don't know. I mean, Michael Kim, he's pretty transparent. Like,
it's just a joke.
Yeah, it's just a joke.
That was just like, Michael Kim does not think Bryson can't score well on a Thursday.
Yeah, I mean, this is the same.
That's not like he didn't do what Wyndham Clark did, like in front of a microphone and like mock the live guys or something. I don't even remember the exact thing. It was pretty innocent. Oh, I didn't even realize Steven Yeager fighting for the cut now.
What? Jeez. When did that happen?
Is that a tough day? I guess it's even.
I mean, if there's a place you don't want to miss here, it's left. And
yeah, he is a case of them.
When he gets it going, what the fuck was that, Rory? Jesus Christ! Did you see Bryson's shot from the pine straw earlier, where he tried to play it under the tree, it just came nowhere close and hit it directly into the tree?
Right in the tree. Yeah.
Yeah,
not great. I don't know. I feel like you get dragged for like really caping up hard for the PGA Tour. Like no one does, right? Like, they're a whipping boy and they're an easy target, self-inflicted wounds. But it's also weird now. Like it's like this weird shift back where, everyone was just kind of like, meh, on live, and then you had the live bots. But now to like cape up hard pro live is weird too. Like no one would ever do that for the tour. It's a weird shift with people. Everyone can do their own content and social media, but I don't know, blindly caping up for any tour just feels like, I don't know.
I mean,
even Cust is out. Cust is out on live.
Yeah, live is just like noise.
Yeah, it's like there's a chance that they don't even play live. They just simulate something or just post scores, and the guys are just like chilling. How would we know?
Live is to golf with like that really nice neighborhood, but there's that one house in it that is like an Airbnb. And it's just always just obnoxious and noisy over there. That's what like live is. I don't know. Like at this point, I don't want to. We're near 4. Like it's almost where the proof is like totally in the pudding. Some of this shit could fly in year 1 or year 2, but people just don't care. People don't even bet on it.
Yeah, I bet Burmeister every week. That never wins.
I've wasted a lot of money betting on Thomas Peters.
Okay, this
but
T-Mobile for business
ugh.
fucking contraption is ludicrous.
Yesterday, they kept us on this tee box for an egregious amount of time because they wanted to show this promo. And it was literally the, like, I don't know what the dude was, the cohort or whatever, one of the PGA professionals who were like early in the round had almost holed out. Like there was golf going on all over the place. And they sat us on the tee box staring at this guy just so that we could finally get the promo because it was, you know, the group in front of them, someone was making a mess of the bunkers or whatnot. It was like, I get it. Can you come back and show us the T-Mobile thing? Like, you know, jam it in there, but like there's a ton of golf going on. It was just absolutely insane.
It's a lot like Garth in Wayne's World. It's like some people just do things because they get paid. And I just think that's really sad. I mean, I would do it. We can call this the T-Mobile Pat Mayo experience. Cut Smet live. Like I get it, but there has to be less obnoxious ways to do it.
Oh, they went a bit too hard.
Who has a better chance of playing in the final 2 groups on Sunday, Geoff? Smalley or Vegas?
Probably Smalley.
I don't think so. Smalley loves shitting on himself the moment he realizes he's in contention.
Maybe Geoff has not bet enough Smalley outrights over the last couple of years, but man, that guy.
He has though.
Oh. I've been on a few swing season Smalley, so I've done plenty of 30, 40 to 1 swing season Smalley losers for sure.
Swing season Smalley's like, oh my god, EVR is making a charge. I better jump in this lake.
Let's see what Rahm does on this short par 4.
He drove it up to the right. He's walking up to his. As long as he doesn't get plugged like Shane Lowry, because he'd lose it even more.
Well, it's just, Akshay just loitering.
Is he? What's he at?
No, he has
still
2. Yeah, just no bogeys on the front, just the one lone birdie, headed to 10 right now, the par 5, or on 10.
Not gonna lie, Higo is currently low lefty, and I'm very excited about that.
How many strokes he's got? 1 on?
He's tied with Bobby Mack.
Oh, that could be pretty competitive this weekend.
But if Rio Hisatune wants to eject, I still have Kevin Yu as low Asian, and there's not many Asian. I guess Siwoo's at 2, Ben Ann's at even, Yu's at +1, and then Hisatune is there. I think that's all of them.
You said Ben Ann, yeah.
And I have that parlayed together for 100 to 1, which I would very much enjoy.
Be fun.
Oh, Tom Kim's there too. Forgot Tom Kim got in at +1. Nice little rally by Straka. Straka was at 4 over at one point.
Straka's a machine. This is different for you guys a little bit, I guess, as Canucks. You don't have to feel the pull of not rooting against your country per se. How are the Euros still plus money for that Ryder Cup in September? It makes no sense to me whatsoever.
I'd be curious to know at European books if the odds are way different. Well, if they're showing Connors, this got to be good, right?
I would just say maybe the reason is because I'm not that Pizzola's a big golf guy, but I just I asked him a bit about it, and his response to me was at one of these analytics conferences that he went to. It was determined that the biggest home field in all of sports is the Ryder Cups. And US isn't bad enough where they're not going to be laying, where the road team is going to have to be plus money. US isn't bad enough to be the favorites. Although we saw last time US was the favorite in Europe and it got shrunk down.
Yeah, and we bet Europe. That was great.
Yeah, it was great.
But I sort of have this cocky thing where I'm I don't give a shit about New York sports fans, and they could set it up for, I don't care how the Americans are going to set it up. That European team, they're all very versatile players who can play the American game as good as the Americans. What are the Americans going to do? I'm not saying they can't win, but at this point, I don't know how the setup, like it's such a huge advantage. But I don't know, the European golfers are so good, and like the top 6 on 6, it's so even that I don't know ways they could set it up that can really make that big of an impact for either side at this point.
Have you been looking for a natural way?
Completely agree. I mean,
Oh, screwed that up. I'm still using this new system. It's not working. Let's see here. I need to. Is it still sharing the screen?
It was
not. It's not, is it? There you are, Noonan. You're on the screen.
everyone.
I need to start sharing the screen again. Get back to the cut line. Forgot that I need to put an ad in this show. It's not good to do that live. You need to have that like pre-done. Oh, Siwoo just made another birdie. He's up to 3 under. Bland. Cuss guy.
Is Connor's on the course or is Connor's done?
Connor's almost just made a hole in one.
Yeah, you just tuck one nice. All right, Xander, let's get to the weekend. Let's make a putt.
Xander's getting there, man.
It's been a tough watch.
All of everything that I felt about Justin Thomas not making the cut, I feel like Xander is going to make the cut.
This putt's going in, though.
Looks good. Oh, yeah.
All right, buddy.
And we're only down to 3 guys, I think. Yeah, only 3 guys need to drop now to make +2. Make +2 great again. Who fell? Oh, Thirsty Lawrence fell. Yeah, I just watched that on the here's Cock +18 on number 18 on the Green Mile stream. Oh, that's a real low spinner. See if it stops. Oh, too early, Rom. Oh, Jaeger just made another bogey. He's now at +1. So the guys on the cut line: Moore, Straka, Lowry, Mike Kim, Jaeger, English. Connor should make this putt, but we'll see. Thorbjorn, Grazerman are all on the course at +1. So it just takes a few bogeys. Although of that bunch, only Lowry and Straka have to play the Green Mile. Everyone else, and Connors, I guess, too. Everyone else is playing it back to front.
Yeah, but will Rory miss the cut?
Was that another bogey?
Another bogey.
He's got a 10-footer, yeah.
Oh. Probably not. I could see him missing it because he's going to go firing for birdies. Like I don't think he'll care if he makes the cut or not. He'll want to get himself back to -1, -2 by the end of the day. So he's just going to get super aggressive. That'd be my take anyway.
Yeah. You got still even the -1s that have a lot of golf left. Rasmus, Finau, Denny, all started on 1. They're at 1 under, right? So they still have, 9 holes left, but still, Green Mile pending as well, right? Those guys, leave themselves a little close and have to, finish out. You never know.
What's the worst shot that you've seen this week? Because I have an answer.
I do too, 1,000% without a doubt.
Morikawa on 18 yesterday.
What in the world was that? What was that?
I think what he was trying to do was smash it over the river. The only thing I can conceive of that he was trying to do is either he was trying to play a massive cut, which I just don't think was logical or would have ever worked based on where he was at, or he was trying to hit it so hard across the river, like into where the fans are standing, so he gets a better lie and angle from there. It's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I mean, but even that, I get it. I forget where the pin was, but versus the fairway,
Bet your Gerard misses this putt. His upcoming par putt on 18.
I don't know, Pat. Did you hear these from North Carolina?
I heard that. So, I mean, he just knows. Shocked Connors made that, actually. 2 feet, 1 foot. It's a tough one. Yeah, Link in the Link Calhoun in the chat says Rye almost killed a guy. That's what that guy gets for standing there. When Rye's trying to play a low burner under a tree and the guy's standing 10 feet away from him. That's on that guy.
Yeah. It's a good call. Link Cal gets it. It's surprised this doesn't happen more often, to be honest. I mean, It's always stunning confidence that people have. And I know that they're amazing. They're pros, but like that stuff happens. And guys, I don't know. Shanks happen.
It's not even a shank, just like trying to get your, like, especially in the thick rough like that. Like sometimes you'll try to leave your club face open so much so it doesn't turn over in the long grass that you just hit it cleanly.
Yeah.
You don't expect to. Oh, Xander. Is he getting wet? Stay out. There's been a lot of that this week. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
Like the ball's landing just short. Like there must be huge. Like the TV's not good at doing justice on probably how big of like an upslope there is in front of those bunkers.
Have you guys liked the app this week?
It hasn't been bad. It's just not been good.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, but
Yeah.
Like and for the first years, like when we started using we first started using apps for the major championships, and they got like the PGA Championship app was the nut low. It was awful. It's improved since then. Taylor Moore made a birdie. Rumble was pumped.
Taylor Moore is now.
What, Noonan? Why does Rumble like Taylor Moore?
Taylor Moore, definitely angry about the Jim Comey 86-47 stuff. I think there's MAGA.
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
Yeah. Like
I have no idea what that is, and usually I'm the one telling Pat this.
You guys haven't seen. All right, so our former FBI director.
I know who James Comey is.
Yeah, so
James.
He tweeted something with like a rock formation that he like pretended that he saw at the beach that said 86-47, and now they're up in arms saying that that he's threatening to kill the president.
Because I saw the tour junkies tweet 86 Quail Hollow.
Oh, there you go.
And I'm like, what is this about? And in seashell like formation. And I didn't know the.
They probably have Taylor Moore tickets this weekend. That's for sure.
I didn't. Okay, it's funny when you see something but you don't know the joke it's off of, and you're like, I have no idea what's going on here.
That's me most of the time on the internet now. As someone who's taken like a hard pass for, I've tried to unplug as much as possible. I actually talked about it with Davis in the show today. I'm just not online all that much anymore. I come back, I don't know what's going on.
It's probably smart. Just
don't know what people are talking about.
It's the best thing, best decision. It's an elite decision.
And it's summertime.
Yeah, I'm playing a lot of golf. Played horrible yesterday. Horrible.
I'm doing my guys trip to Pinehurst next March, so I'm gonna have to pick your brain.
Next March, it's gonna be cold. Bring pants and sweaters, and bring gloves. Like when I played number 2, it was 0 degree weather for me, so 32 for you guys.
Jeez.
Was the Bit in the chat says the Comey thing might win the Custy for dumbest story of the year. Oh, Rory chucking clubs, good for him. Sometimes you need a good club chuck.
Yeah, but What
do you mean?
Half-ass club chuck.
Listen. As someone who's broken clubs from throwing them, sometimes you really want to whip it, but you don't want to break the club because you might need it later. So you just do like the little half-ass when you're just like, oh, fuck.
I get like it all matters, but you think after like the last major, you finally broke through, you won your Grand Slam, you could go at least one major without being golf sad if it didn't go your way, I guess is all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's just, he's bogey. I think he hit the shot that he wanted to hit, and it just like it landed like a foot short of where he wanted. Now look where the fuck he is. He's basically he and Xander basically have the same shot, same result.
Michael Kim birdied the par 5.
That's good. Mr. Burke in the chat says, do I go to the pub tomorrow night or do I stay in to watch the golf? If you go to a pub, like, shouldn't the golf be on?
I like a pub, not like a club, but at a pub.
It says a pub. Like, I would guess. I guess it depends on where you are. Told you Gerard missed that putt. Look at this fucking turtle stick. These turtles are fucked, by the way. Well, watch out for that. If you play Pinehurst 4, I gave myself a free drop. Remember I told you I got bit by the dog, Noonan?
Yeah.
So my ball ended up, it was a par 5. I went for it in 2, and I ended up just on, I cleared the water just by enough, and I was on the slope, and I went up to, hit my ball, and there's, 8 turtles, near my ball. And I was like, I don't know if these are snapping fucking turtles. I am not dealing with any more wildlife as I play this course. I'm taking a free drop and just moving it. I'll keep it on the hill, but I moved it back 20 yards where the fucking turtles were not. I'm not getting bit by a turtle too. It's not happening.
Yeah, it's smart.
Are you near Iran? You're not near Ronimick, are you? You're in Chicago, right, Nooning?
Yeah, I am uber close. I'm a half mile from Medina, so I'm very excited for the lone person excited for the President's Cup next year. But yeah, my son caddies over there, and real close. So
Oh yeah, you have like a teenage son, don't you?
I do. Well, not a little anymore, but he's my height. He's a full 6'1". Just turned 17. He's
That's crazy.
He's looping over there. Yep. I'm old, Pat.
You're not old. Like, what are you, 55?
44.
Yeah, okay, I'm 40. My kids are 6 and 5.
You're smart.
I don't know. Since I've turned 40, I don't know if I've been sick for 3 months. I have no energy anymore. Like none.
I'm doing it both. I got both ends. I have a 4-year-old and a 17-year-old. So I'm the dumb one.
Yeah, that's too much. My wife's even like, we should have a third. I was like, I'm getting a vasectomy at the end of the summer, Jeff. You want to talk about gambling? I don't want to have a kid. She does. We agreed. I'm getting snipped at the end of the summer, so we're gonna let the cards fall where they do.
I'm supposed to have gotten that done a while ago. I don't know why I put it off.
So you're playing out the slate right now until it happens?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Look at you.
Not afraid to have like a few like quick covert beats, so I'm not like producing as much either. But I also don't want to give up like her being super down anytime too.
Agreed.
Like I'm not giving that up either. If it costs me a kid, then it's the price of doing business.
Smart man.
I'll tell you this. I had 2 girls and they were so chilled. And my son is like wild. And people say that like boys and girls. I don't know. It's like a whole new experience. This kid, my girls would just be chill. Like they wouldn't, I don't know. We have boys. So I'm learning and I don't know. My knees can't handle it at the moment, to be honest.
Yeah, it's backwards. You get spoiled with the girls. You're thinking that's how it is. And then the boy comes along. Yeah.
My kid, like 2 boys, like they just sit here and basically punch each other in the face for 5 straight hours after school.
Yeah.
And then complain that the other one hit each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of turtle shots.
A lot of turtles. And they're not just picking on Tom Kim.
Oh, Drew says, my best friend's going to Vegas. We're going to him with him next week. And he has last kid at 45. He's 51 with the 60-year-old. This is what I keep telling my wife. I'm going to be fucking... I mean, your dad's like old, isn't he, Jeff?
Yeah, my dad's like 82 now.
Yeah, you and I have like the opposite. I have like a Noonan dad, basically. My dad is... I'm 40. My dad's 57. Mom's 56. Dad's 57. So...
Yeah. My dad... Yeah, I was...
That's
the baby of the family, yeah.
Yeah, my wife's the same. She's 9 years younger than me. It's not not ready to be done.
This is what we talk about when it's a goddamn mid-off.
I actually enjoy this. Like people are
the winning score. You're right. The winning score is 8 under. Like the course is playing
well. Yeah, like Vegas,
a lot of problems.
And if you watch Vegas, he's playing fucking great. Like he's doing. It's not like he hit the rake. Hitting the rake was like a good break that he got, but he essentially gave that all back on 18 with 2 horrible shots and a missed 3-footer. But like to watch him, the rest of it, his ball striking has just been the best of anyone by far.
Trust me, there are a lot of holes where I'm like dying for pars, sweating pars, right? Just wanting to survive and get to the next. So it's certainly been a test. I have no doubt we'll get weekend drama, and we're the hardos that watch regardless. But I do think it was undeniable that this tournament just the vibe just felt lesser than this week.
Yeah, it lacked Riz, as the kids would say.
It definitely did. It definitely did.
Could they play a PGA Championship not in America?
That's a great question. I mean, it is frustrating, and I know that there is so much more into it. We've all been to events than just like the course, because there's just so many elite courses both in Canada and the US. But part of it's just the infrastructure, right? Like Geoff knows what happened at his course and how much that goes into. You can't just have a great track. You have to have all the room for parking and, all the tents and all the stuff that goes on for, all the other stuff. It's just frustrating that, I don't know, it's just a great regular PGA Tour track. Can we just do without, I guess, outside of Pebble, maybe just because it's so iconic and they could play it at a different time of year than when they typically play Pebble. But to have this in basically the same spot, Torrey too, I guess, because you play South all 4 rounds, but it plays at a different time of year. So I guess that works too. But like this just feeling like the Wells Fargo is tough. And to your guys' point, like we had great storylines coming in, right? So even though it felt different, like the drama at the top was great coming in.
Oh, Ricky is in a spot on 16. Ricky's inside the cut. He's one of those +1 guys right now. He just put it right of the bunker on 16. Now he has a downhill chip to a downhill pin over a bunker with water on the other side. Tough scene for Rick.
The PGA of America, like they were on a great little run of courses. And I know last year the scoring got away from them, but no one was not excited to be returning to Valhalla. And Aronimink, Olympic Club, Baltusrol, back to Kiowa, Southern Hills again.
Yeah, I like the diversity.
So I think it's good. Like I like where they're going. So that's good. And I feel like I don't know whether this is true, because I feel like we would have heard it, or maybe I just totally forgot. But apparently Bethpage was supposed to host this PGA, but then got an opportunity
to get the
Ryder Cup, and they bailed on the PGA, and then they just went to like a safety net in Quail.
Yeah, I mean that actually makes a lot of sense. Is this like Quail is not back in the rotation again? Is it?
No, because they go all the way till 34, and it's not.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing some of. If you're not going to have, they should work with the USGA with this, that they should always have a Northeast, I feel like, major. Like those are classical courses. You can make them super tough. That if the US Open is going to be at Oakmont, then you have the PGA Championship in Texas, or go to Oklahoma, go out west, something like that. But it does feel like the Northeast, because it's at this time of year, either May or June, they have the oldest and I don't want to say the best courses, because there's great courses everywhere, but I don't think we need to be doing the PGA Championship in North Carolina and like just staying on the East Coast. There should be I feel like there should always be a West Coast major, or at least something in the Mountain Time Zone.
Northeast gets nothing, right? So at least we have the West Coast swing and we bounce around a little bit. I mean, it's mostly all just California. We have, Scottsdale and stuff. But
either in terms of like major championship golf.
But like, why isn't like Olympia Fields or even Medina? Like, I get Medina's hosting the President's Cup.
So I think Medina's in the mix if they show well, and I think the redesign's pretty great. So I'm excited to see how that shows for the President's Cup. But the last time they went to Medina before they redid it, they tore it apart for the BMW.
The BMW.
So, yeah, I'm hoping that it shows well and that because I think we just saw Southern Hills get announced for 32, but there are a couple of dead spots in there where I feel like they can stick 1 or 2 in that I think aren't actually announced yet. So yeah, Chambers Bay in the chat, I think that's a good call. I mean, it's a good course, and the event was awesome last time we were there.
Matt, a lot of Vegas people must have money on Vegas in the chat, just because your Vegas won a PGA event 8 months ago. He can actually win. Like, yeah, he can win the 3M. He can win the Canadian Open when it's played at Con Abbey. Like, he doesn't have a top 20 in a major ever. This dude's been on tour for like 20 years. Maybe it's his time, sure, but find it hard to confidence.
Yep. I mean, Wisconsin, Chicago, Michigan. I mean, part of those might be just like there's so much good golf in Wisconsin and Michigan. Part of those might be to the point that I was making, that I'm not sure that those courses all have the infrastructure to hold up for that. Obviously, we know there's a handful of Wisconsin ones that have, and there's so much good golf in Michigan outside of Detroit, and just going to that course of all the courses that are in Michigan is kind of wild.
What's that one? Is it Pine Bluffs? Is that the one in Michigan?
Arcadia Bluffs in Michigan?
Arcadia Bluffs. That looks awesome.
Yeah, it's sick. I want to get up there. I've not got the chance to, but it's only like 90 minutes away.
But the problem is it really only 90 minutes? I mean, you could drive to our live show, couldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. It's my birthday weekend, and I'm actually going to be in Nashville for a wedding. Otherwise,
You're going to be in Toronto to go to the live show. You can take the flight from Midway to Toronto Island. It's like an hour flight and drops you off downtown.
Ooh. Midway it's like a thing here. Unless I guess you live right by Midway. It's like you don't fly out of Midway. You don't ask anyone. That's definitely an Uber home. You're not asking anyone to pick you up at Midway. It just is a pain in the ass to get to in and out of. I'm significantly closer to O'Hare, but yeah, I would love to go to the live thing. I hope it's awesome for you guys. It's gonna be cool.
It's I mean, whenever I used to do like business in Chicago, I'd fly into Midway every single time because our island airport is downtown. So it does like commuter flights to Boston, Philly, New York, Chicago, because you can't have jets that go in there, so you can only get like a certain amount of range off of it. I assume Midway is exactly the same. Like you're not getting like jumbo fucking jets in Midway, but these like hour-long flights, hour and a half long flights to wherever, you just zip in and out. It's perfect. And like not having to go like in Toronto to Pearson, it's better now because you can take the train when the train's actually like really good. But I used to be able to walk to the airport 10 minutes from my like condo in downtown Toronto.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
Jeff, you never fly out of the island, do you? I guess you're probably closer to Pearson anyway.
A couple times I have, but Pearson is like it's like 20 minutes up the 401 for me. JT Poston with a birdie, 4 under.
Oh, JT, did you see his save on 17?
I saw, yeah, that thing was like the front page of the PGA Championship website.
Ah, yes, that was a nice one. Oh, Troy's in the chat. Troy says, Vegas, it's funny, I was at this exact same thing at the course that I'm a member at, which is kind of funny. Vegas has been my favorite crappy golfer since I saw him drive the green at number 9 at Glen Arbor in the Tell Us Skins game a long time ago. That's where I am a member, and I tried to drive the 9th green yesterday. And I remember being there when Vegas just dropped a bucket right onto it. I was like, oh, he makes it look so easy. Pat G in the chat says, quoting me, Johnny Vegas can't win because he is Johnny fucking Vegas. Pat Mayo, 2025. Put it this way. If I was, as someone who's had a lot of runners this year that have been 250 to 1, hell, Pot Geeter was 600 to 1 playing in the final group at Torrey Pines. Let me tell you how this story goes, Jeff. They shoot like 7 over on Sunday.
We're on this like Johnny wire for wire movement.
Like it's fun if you have it, and the sweat is real. He can win, but prepare to be devastated. Not even devastated because they'll rip your heart out early with like a triple on 2.
Great par save by Boccia on 11, but Denny McCarthy
Denny
with a birdie. Yeah, 2 under for Denny.
Oh, this guy says, I have nothing on Vegas, but 10 to 1 is value on Data Golf. Okay, you know what? Sub to Data Golf and bet the fucking 10 to 1 then. Good luck with that. Enjoy the money. Is that getting your money, Jeff?
No.
Vegas Live 10 to 1?
I'll make a lot of dumb bets. So Johnny Vegas sleeping on this thing is not no. I mean, I don't care to like bash Johnny Vegas, but the movie's gonna go exactly as you think, friends.
Oh, Fino has the wrong pod. Listen, he is chipping it. I told you someone would chip it.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Still too much, Mo. I thought he'd get more spin on that.
Yeah, it's gonna be even more. Yeah, that's.
Eon Burke says Vegas would only need to get to a minus 13 if he finished 10 today. Great, that's a sick hypothetical, dude.
Played a bunch of 3 balls this half, and like, man, I got some sweats going.
Jason Day die yet? Can he finish behind Patrick Reed?
Where's he at?
I don't know. He's probably like 8 under since I last looked at him when he was blowing up.
Bogey for Shane.
He is behind Reed now. Yes, with the green mile to go. He's on 16. Where's he at on 16? Better be in the water. Oh, Ricky made double, by the way, from that lie that I talked about.
It looks like Data Golf's moved back to 1-2 split here.
I would guess I think the +2 is going to be the cut. Just knowing how where I guess if enough guys finish on the front, you get 7 and 8. Oh, Ricky 3-putted from here. Yee.
Boys, I really need Fitz to hold on to this 3-ball versus Rahm and Cantley for a +325.
Oh, that's a big yikes from Ricky. I didn't realize it was there.
Sorry, Ricky.
Yeah, we only need one more guy to drop
Poor Ricky. For what? The twos?
for the twos.
Oh, get out of here.
What?
I don't want them.
Well, Lowry just dropped, so it is T70 now, I think. Lowry just bogeyed 16 as well.
'Cause if the twos get in, how many people are on this course this weekend? 85?
Nah, 86.
Please do not let them in.
Yeah, but we need like our Xanders, Michael Kim, Kurt Kitayamas, Thirsty Lawrences. I mean, there's like still a lot of guys on the course at +2 as well.
Yeah, we got Minwoo at +3. Somehow he's even for the day.
Oh, Higo. Can I live bet? Like, you think Vegas is going to win? I might as well just live bet Higo. What's he at? Taylor has the comment of the week. He knows. This leaderboard would have been way more exciting with Toasty.
Oh, for sure.
Of course. Thank you, Taylor.
What is Higo right now? Let go my Higo. 66 to 1's not enough. Smalley doing here? Chipping it into the water? No, Smalley's got about 15 feet for par on 17. Betting favorites at the moment. Vegas, if you want to value, if you thought 10 to 1 was a steal, Jeff, 11 to 1 right now. Rory's still 20 to 1.
Yeah, incredible.
So much confidence in Rory. Yeah, it's nuts.
The odds on him, like all, it's just fascinating to track relative to the score. And
Jesus Christ, Finau. It wasn't even fucking close.
Part of the Rory thing
must
too
have
is
3 putts around that just don't sniff the hole.
who's like the deepest guy, like the guy who's gonna get home the latest tonight on the golf course, who's actually like in this thing.
Any live looks, or are you just riding Bryson? I'm riding Bryson. I think Bryson's super live.
I guess it's Higo's the deepest relevant golfer.
This guy says that Day has a long eagle putt coming up. As I'm currently watching him, he does not. He's in the bunker on 16 in front of the hole, and he's probably going to make bogey. We haven't seen... When was the last time we saw... Just because majors have been so chalky, and we've had so many like great players at the top of leaderboards and even in final groups. When was the last time you remember like some goober going off late and just imploding? HV3?
In a major? What did he... Smalley just bogeyed, if anyone cares.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gerard's kicking it around too. That's a good question.
What's the question? Who was in a good position that played horribly?
Like a final group or second to last group, like a guy that just had never been there before.
I guess Lowry won Oakmont, had won the Open before he blew up at Oakmont.
Who?
Does that count?
Who?
Lowry?
Lowry came fourth at Oakmont, didn't he? That was way before he won at Portrush.
So then, like, would that be it? Like, didn't he play horribly
I mean, JB Holmes played horribly at Portrush.
Okay, yeah, JB
got like 90. Like I vividly remember it was like one of my first like golf, not one of my first golf memories, but like really paying attention to it, just because I was such a big Mike Weir fan, and he was in, I think it was the final group of the 2000 PGA Championship or the 2001. Pretty sure he shot 82 in the final round. I think he played with Tiger, and just the moment was way too much for him. And we've seen some guys break through that, like not go through that learning process. But where was Werner winning at? It was a PGA Championship somewhere, wasn't it?
Southern Hills, maybe? Where? Like,
no, he wasn't Southern. He was in the mix of Southern Hills. I don't think.
Even like Mito actually held up really well at the Southern Hills one. But I mean, do you remember HV3 like winning a major going into Sunday? I think he shot. Maybe it was at Bethpage. I think he shot 81.
That sounds more familiar.
Bethpage, wasn't that? Oh, no, Wingfoot was Bryson Wolf.
Yeah, and Wolf held. I mean, I had money on Wolf that week. He just lost to Bryson. He came second. Why haven't the one and done rankings updated with Bryson in 12th place? Because it's the PGA Championship has a different API than the PGA Tour. So we can't update anything until after the tournament's over. You think people would know that, right, Noonan? Or is that just like an industry thing?
The
Probably,
maybe
yeah.
it's someone's like first or second time, or maybe they're actually doing well, so they're like jonesing for an update. But yeah, you'd think they would know. I'm not. No, you'd think they would know.
This guy says, Mayo, you mean Werner at Riviera in 2020. I don't. Thank you, though.
That was the Adam Scott one that week.
It was, and Werner topped the ball on number 10.
Still no footage. The lost footage.
Yeah, it keeps coming to my mind. It doesn't really, I don't think, match this, but Louis on 17.
No, Grace
Torrey.
on 17 at Chambers Bay.
Yeah, no. Oh, Grace is a good call.
Yeah, but
Yeah, doesn't actually meet the moment though.
I really want to know what major it was now. Was it 2023? He came 29th in 2023. No, that would have been even Connors when he was in the mix at Oak Hill. And then he plugged the ball in the bunker, trying to get out of it.
yeah, and then Victor did it the next day in the same bunker.
I'm pretty sure it was Bethpage. What year was that? Was that 2019? Oh God, I just hit backwards and I'm on that 86-47 fucking thing I looked up earlier.
Straka just made bogey, so he's at 2.
All right,
Yeah.
that means that the cut is officially moved to 2 for the moment.
It was Bethpage, Varner.
What do you shoot in the final round?
71, 67, 67, 81.
There it is.
There it is, Pat. You got.
I just remember him go like, "Holy shit, here's Harold Varner." Like, did Harold Varner take the live check and was like, "I'm good, peace out."
1,000%.
Said that though. Like of all the guys, like Dustin. You know, Dustin's just the coolest, and everyone knew. But Varner was like, "I worked so hard to be offered this money, and I'm taking this money."
And it's funny because Liv made it, for what Liv wanted to accomplish, Werner made no sense for them.
I don't know. Like, what do you mean?
Like, they want to be a worldwide tour, right? Like, Werner was popular amongst guys who like watching golf, like us. Like, he was a fun dude to root for. He was kind of shit, but he'd pop every now and then. I don't get what that does you for Liv. It's not like he's a
valuable. You know what though? They probably just saw it. This is maybe not a good thing to say. And I'm not going to say what you think I'm going to say.
Say it, Jeff. Say it.
Is they probably thought that Varner was important to the PGA Tour because he was their best and honestly only like African American, and they thought they were like hurting maybe the PGA Tour, and that made him more valuable.
I mean, good for him for cashing it, but like, it was so weird to see him like even like Kokrak. I don't know like the money that like Kokrak got, but like, the fuck was Liv gonna do with Kokrak? Do they just need bodies?
Guys like Kokrak and Swafford won in like a window, and it was they essentially won a FedEx Cup by winning when
Cash Checker says woke Liv.
Right, like Hudson Swafford too. Like I don't know anyone, but then you look at it and like for the amount of money and for how hard winning is, and you see even how hard it is for the top players. Some of the top players that are all under 40-1 every week on odds boards, like just never win.
All right, there's Roarington, Birdie. Troy says, I just found out that I'm 2 years younger than Pat's dad. Now I feel old. Need more vodka. Listen, when your parents are 16 and 15 when you're born, it's tough scene. I like to call myself a 1%er, Jeff.
Listen, you're a high achiever, Pat. Since the first moment I saw you, so this guy's got a dog on a bone. Always respect.
Yeah, but like most people born into the situation, like age-wise, that I was, Noonan, just turn out like they have horrible lives. But fortunately, my family on both sides strong enough to get it on the go.
Yeah, I don't want to speak out of turn, but it sounds like you probably have a pretty solid like grandparents there too that seem to probably have, I'm guessing, stepped up to support your folks too. So yeah, they had a home run with you. I don't care what anyone says about you. I think you.
Oh no, I won the family lottery in that way. That like they were like,
awesome.
they were able to step up and help us, like help everyone. Like my mom's, she should have becoming a CA or a CPA or whatever the fuck she is. She's an accountant of some sort. And yeah, Like normally that's not usually what happens.
No.
Yeah, so like I said, like I'm a 1%. I'm the 1% outcome for people who with teenage parents. And Teen Mom didn't exist back then either, so you didn't have that out.
You didn't
True.
have that out. Wow.
So yeah, don't feel too bad about it.
Oh, good for them. That's awesome. It is definitely a 1% story.
You say Pat's parents who grew up in medieval times got married at 15. I can assure you, my parents were never married. Kind of friends now, not so bad now. Wasn't great, is what I'll say. There was one awesome comment here though that I saw. Yeah, someone said Varner got paid by Jordan, paid by Liv, then dipped out.
Yeah. What? Like why? I mean, at least he was upfront about it. So I don't know.
Rumble crowd loved that comment, Jeff. So great job to paint to a new audience.
Rumble crowds in. Yeah. No. Like us on Rumble. Like hit the smash the like on YouTube. Smash the. I don't know.
Hold on a second.
What do they do on Rumble? What's the like button? Is it like something like
being
anti-woke?
We've like I don't know, like being distinguishable in a sport like golf is very valuable.
Oh, I think so. Correct. I get
like a guy like Beef, like getting like big Arby's sponsorships. Like it's just you're just you're, and he earned everything. Like nothing's given to Harold Varner. It was an incredible. Did he ever win on the PGA Tour? Or was just in Australia or something?
No, he won that Saudi event, didn't he?
Yeah, he beat Bubba
yeah, he won the Australian Open that year.
Yeah, so I don't know. He's a worldwide winner.
Yeah, like if you had to comp Harold Varner like skill wise to someone who is on tour right now, who would it be?
I have no idea.
Like he's not like Alex Smalley.
No.
Why?
I think Alex Smalley would dust Harold Varner today.
Yeah, today, but like when Varner was like good and
sorry,
like the Harold Varner equivalent.
Ben Griffin.
I was gonna say Smalley, like he's a part of like, but exactly that exact same tier, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Sure, yeah.
See, Brandon has it right. Do you think Koepka and DJ said "fuck it, let's go out" last night?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Brooks is gonna make it to the Panthers game tonight.
That's in Toronto, right?
No, they lost 6-0 on home ice in Toronto.
Good for them. I was wondering why my father-in-law was like so salty about hockey.
Oh, but, yeah. I actually saw one of my friends' wives yell at him. He was being Pat. It's one thing like you can be like sad about your like team losing, but like don't bring your angry energy around like your wife who just had to like put the 3 kids to bed. And like do all of it, like do everything yourself. Like it's one thing you're gonna be sad. Don't bring your anger. Oh, I couldn't control my laughter. Some of my friends, when the Leafs lose, it is humor that outweighs my desire sometimes to see the Leafs win, despite me wanting them to win. I do, but such humor in this city when they lose.
I mean, I told you that was my favorite day at Fantasy every year, the day after the Leafs got eliminated. Just laugh at these fucking losers who like this shit team. I really have nothing against. It's not that I actively hate the Leafs. It's just that when I hear their fans talk about them, it's a level of delusion I've just never heard before. Is Rory in the water? Is he getting wet? He looks wet.
I think it caught it.
I want to fire up the meme. I haven't used the meme yet this week.
That's it, Rory. Pack your bags.
I don't know if he's in or not.
I think the tree slowed him down a little bit, and he caught the apron.
Oh, he's on the par 5 anyway. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I thought it was the par 4. All right, I'm going to run the ad and take a piss, and I'll be back in 2 minutes and 16 seconds. How about that? Have you been looking for a natural way to relieve aches and discomfort? I know that I am on the golf course. The CBD gummies from Cornbread Hemp are formulated to work with your body and not against it. Cornbread Hemp CBD gummies are made to help you feel better, whether it's stress, discomfort, or you just need a little relaxation. They only use the best part of the hemp plant, the flower. for the purest and most potent CBD. All products are third-party lab tested and USDA organic to ensure safety and purity. Right now, Pat Mayo Experience listeners can save 30% on their first order. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/PatMayo and use code PatMayo at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/PatMayo. Use code PatMayo. There's only one thing I'm really looking for. Well, two things with underwear. I need comfort, to properly firm my junk up in my pants. And I don't want it to be boxy. I don't want it to be lumpy when you look at me. I don't want to look like I have fat rolls at the top of my thighs, which I don't, by the way, but bunchy boxers will do that to you. So I need comfort, I need fit, and I need them to be very comfortable. That's where Skims comes in. When I found out that Skims was making underwear for men, I had to admit, I was pretty excited. My wife, all in on Skims. When the Skims package arrived at my door, my wife was pumped that I got her some Skims. Like, no. Sorry, babe. Those are for me. And they have been fantastic. So comfortable. Wear them almost every single day right now. I got to go buy some more because I don't have a full complement. I don't want to be doing laundry like every 2 days. So, I'm not someone who's going to double up on underwear. I'm not a psychopath, and neither should you be. But if you get some Skims, you can get as many to fill out your entire wardrobe, and you will live in the comfort zone. That's where you want to be, and that's what Skims can provide for you. Shop Skims Men at skims.com and all Skims stores. Let them know that I sent you. After you place your order, select Podcast in the survey and select the Pat Mayo Experience in the drop-down menu that follows. Skims is the official underwear partner of the NBA, WNBA, and USA Basketball. All right, we're back. Did anyone get convinced to buy some Skims? Because they actually are very comfortable.
I was not prepared for the half-naked gentleman to pop up on the screen, but they did look comfortable, and you sold them pretty well.
Didn't they? Well, you could be as fit as those men's if you buy Skims. Guaranteed.
Long time ago, my friend. That is, I do my best to stave off dad bod because it just doesn't look good on me, but Skims underwear model section of my life is long past.
All right, Bud Colley just got himself back in. I did see a comment where is it? I got to go back to the chat for a second. It was awesome. Oh, this guy says he doesn't find it funny that the Leafs are losing. See, that's the thing about Leafs fans. Like, shouldn't they just be like used to this? They really get their hopes up for no reason. Yeah,
it's when you get close and you haven't been there. That's the tough part.
They're not even. It's a fucking second round.
I know.
What are you talking about? Like, that's the thing. Like, that's the incredible part is like they'll win because I mean, at least now they get to the second round. When I was working in Toronto, they would get to like in the first round, they'd be up like 1-0. It's like, oh my god, here we go, and then they would lose in devastating fashion. Like, no one would have seen it coming. It's impossible to see it coming. These people.
I'm a die easy Bruins fan, so I'm not, but we've had some good battles with the Leafs over the last decade or so in the playoffs, and we stole a couple from the Leafs fans out there. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing about it too is like, growing up historically, like being from the East Coast, like east of Maine, there's a lot of Leafs, Bruins, and Montreal fans here, so you get to see like all of the natural rivalries. Like the only natural rivalry Toronto actually has is Ottawa, because the real rivalry is the successful teams, Montreal and Boston. That's a real rivalry.
Yeah.
But Toronto fans don't see it. They're like, oh yeah, we're Montreal's biggest rival, buddy. We are Boston's biggest rival. It's like, no one gives a fuck about Toronto. Toronto sucks too much.
No, growing up in the Boston area, it was just the Canadians. You just hated the Canadians. That's pretty much it. You get some Flyers in there occasionally, Rangers, but other than being an original six, not on the radar very much.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like that's why Ottawa and Toronto make sense, because like Ottawa has accomplished nothing ever in the history of its franchise, so Toronto gets like beat up on them.
They did give the Bruins Chara though back in the day. I want to be thankful for that. That helped.
Yeah, what was he on skates? Like 7'1"?
Huge human being. Yeah, insane.
Is Jeff gone? Is he still here?
I'm here. I'm just
being sad about the Leafs.
No. Boccia just made a 17-footer for birdie, so he's at 3 under.
Oh, here we go.
Sneaky.
Smalley looks like he's jammed on the little walkway on the other side of where JT was yesterday. So we'll be interested to see what he does with that.
Is that what the best shot that you've seen so far? Was that JT like butter chip on 18 yesterday?
It was pretty sweet. I mean, Max's drive on 14 today for a tap in. Eagle was pretty badass. Definitely the best on 14 today. But
sit soft for Fitz. That's fine. You almost hit that turtle. Imagine you hit the turtle and went in the water.
Oh gosh!
Take the ball. They don't have people shooing off the turtles? Because I would be livid. I'd be more upset than Shane Lowry was earlier if I hit a turtle and my ball went in the water.
Shane might miss the cut by 1. I
So
mean,
the
that's
cut is 2 now, you said?
The cut's 2, yeah.
So Min Woo has just joined gotten inside the cut.
Has he?
Yeah.
What a legend. That isn't even updated on my side yet on the leaderboard. He's down here.
He just got the par 5 15th.
yeah, he's birdied 15. Yeah.
There it is in the hole for birdie. It doesn't update super quick.
No. Unfortunately.
Oh, we only need 14 more guys to drop now. Noonan and the plus 3s are saved.
Come on, Ludwig. I cannot believe that this is where we're going to be. I mean, all the guys I bet on, I'm never everyone make the cut except Ludwig, who I thought might be like an actual runner heading into today. And brutal.
This is big for Xander to get a cushion shot here.
Yes.
I like that even the broadcast is behind. They have him at T71, but he's not. He's actually T70. Back outside again, did he?
It's not me. That noise isn't me. That noise, not me. I'm not guilty this time.
There it is. There's the sound. What are you guys doing?
I have not moved. I'm in a
Jeff, do you have like
silent?
Jeff, are you like hitting your vape pen by the window?
No.
You can tell us.
I didn't do anything. I'll like leave and come right back if it's something. But
No. It's just periodically. It sounds like a door opens or something. Right there.
Yeah, it sounds like outside. I swear it's not me. Like I'll go on video right now. Look, there I am. I don't know if you can see me, but
Strange. If you're watching this, if you actually have your Twitter stream open, please retweet this around. That will really help out. And smash a like. And if you're on Rumble, sub to Mayo Media Network on Rumble. Getting rumbly in here. How does Rumble work, Jeff? Is it just like YouTube? Is it me? Am I? Can anyone hear me?
I hear you.
Okay.
Siwoo just make an eagle?
Siwoo made an eagle?
Siwoo in the mix.
Oh, Jeff left the stream. Now he's back. Jeff's back, baby.
I'm back. But is the noise still there?
No, but you sound significantly quieter. Oh no, there's the noise.
I never did anything.
Tyler says it sounds like someone is calling in from their car. That is exactly the sound. You were correct.
Interesting. Good. I mean, I haven't moved. I'm in the same setup as I always do everything in. It's dead silent in here. Could
I
be
guess
me,
they're gonna show Siwoo go for this.
Oh, yeah. So that's the eagle. It was his hole in one on the par 3.
He had a hole in one?
Hole in
Oh
one
shit!
6.
Boom! Did you see Siwoo smoking heaters yesterday?
Yeah, it's amazing.
I love Siwoo smokes. As if I didn't even know that about him. I mean, if someone wants to go win this, how about Players Champ, 5-time PGA Tour winner, Siwoo Kim?
No one even kind of matching his energy here, which is a real bummer. Like, you need a caddy.
Give the man a fucking dart.
Yeah.
Let's go. Rounded darts for the gallery. Imagine if that was a scene. You know how like sometimes people should have entrances Like Bryson is the only guy that has like an entrance. If that makes any sense. Like when he walks up, like at the Masters, he left Rory hanging on the tee so we could like slap hands with everyone, sign some more autographs coming in. But there's nothing like once you're there, like no one like claps their hands or anything like that. Once there's someone like if someone had a unique off, like now on the tee, that if everyone's just you gave out cigs to everyone and they all blew up a puff of smoke when you teed off, that'd be awesome.
That would be great. Phil with the thumbs is kind of the only thing that's even remotely kind of like that, but that's more like just on the course.
Phil gives those thumbs up, and it's like he's like pumped his arthritis pills worth. Okay, what is this? Now it's gone. Let's see. Do we still have Jeff? I don't believe we still have. No, Jeff is gone again. So every time Jeff leaves, the sound goes away. Oh, no. There it is. It's coming from your end.
I'm not talking.
I'm looking at the levels. Do you have a wind machine in your studio?
I do not.
Do you have a fan on?
Ceiling fan on so lightly. No sound. But I will I'll turn it off. Good.
Interesting. Oh, there's Jeff again. I'll let him know. Jeff, to let you know, it wasn't you. It was Noonan's end.
Okay. I don't know. I was just like, maybe if I leave and they still hear it, they'll be like, it wasn't Jeff. And
that's exactly what happened.
Okay, good. So there,
I changed the setting on my mic, so maybe that's, I don't know, it was me. Hopefully that's better.
I don't hear it anymore.
All right, good.
See, this is what happens. We start using a new program to do the shows, do everything like that. There's going to be hiccups. I will say that, I mean, one of the problems is that the HD like feeds that come in for Zoom are just so bad now. Like it seems like Zoom's quality has gotten worse over the past 3 years.
You would know better than anyone. You use it like 5 times a week for the last 3 years, 4 years.
Yeah, we've been using Zoom since before the pandemic. Zoom was like our little secret. Then everyone got on board.
Yeah, we do StreamYard for everything, but I'm sure there are better quality things out there. But to manage multiple properties and stuff like that, it helps.
You know what I don't like about StreamYard? It's a me thing more than anything. But what I like about this one is you can go full screen with your guests on this and reposition them. I find the two little boxes next to each other with people on screen the entire time and like a background, it just looks fucking hack. It looks like you're on the internet. Like the production quality of just having a full screen shot of someone or a double box or triple box that is full screen, not like just 3 little boxes that are on the screen. It just makes a world of difference in production value.
Yeah, I think you can create some different ones than the standard ones that are there, but I could be wrong. Is not part of my role, but I know that. Yeah, I agree. Like we have to create those, border filters that make it look like that's better and fill space. But I don't disagree. And even those, then you want to do something different, you really can't because pull the border off before you share a screen and vice versa. Yeah, it's not great. It's cheap though, I believe. So that's part of it.
Pat, what would you? I mean, Restream is not expensive. I'll throw that out there right now.
Okay.
Matthew Messing says, Pat, what would us Detroiters need to offer for comps? Noonan, can you help? To get you here for the Rocket Mortgage this year. Passes, Grayson, the Grayson party is fun. What do you need? I mean, I might be doing a deal with a company coming up very soon that we want to do a meetup somewhere. And we thought that Minnesota might be the best thing. Maybe it's Detroit. Maybe Detroit makes more sense if people want to come out. Like if we did like a live, like do a hang at the course, then like do like a live show afterwards or something like that. I mean, are there enough people in Detroit? Like when I look at my numbers, and Jeff, you know this, like Minneapolis and St. Paul are just booming.
It seems to be like the place of like fantasy golf.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. Hey, add a little juice to those two events though. With the little Mayo meetup would probably do some good for that week. Those are tough weeks to hang sometimes. So add a little juice to those would be fun.
All right. Rory has a chance to get it back to 1 under.
It's Itsune Bogey.
Good. What we know, I mean, Siwoo is now the low Asian, but we need Kevin Yu to go on a run. He got green mild today. Oh, Lowry to nope, not even close. So we can see the cut line right now. You got Mav, Thorbjorn, and Kali. One of those guys needs to drop in order to push it back down. There's that sound again.
Oh, good. So that's not me.
I don't think it's me.
It's not. It's someone just said it sounds like it might be like the broadcast.
Chip in for Denny? Good for him.
Who chipped in?
Oh, no. Fuck off. Seriously? Ah.
Denny.
That was Jason Day?
No, Denny.
For Denny. Oh, okay. That's better. I thought you said Day, and I was furious for a second.
Oh, yeah. You got a matchup?
I got the Reed over Day matchup, and Reed was gone.
Oh. He tried to come back a little bit. You know,
he did, but then he pressed too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Day's 6 over now. So, yeah, Reed is going to beat Day. Good. Oh, Brooks walking in putts on 18. Good for birdie for a solid 76.
Good for you, Brooks.
Guy looks like he was up all night. And like the look in his eyes right now, it looks like he may have like hit a stall on 13. Did you see the video? Is this a YouTube comment or a Rumble comment? Because it's about George Floyd. I assume that would be from Rumble, but it's not.
What's going?
Let's block that user for life. We don't need any more of that guy ever again. Get out of here, pal.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, is that?
I'd be pretty surprised if Scotty didn't win right?
Yeah, as it stands. But I mean, I felt the same way at the Masters too after the second round. It just felt like Scotty was going to win, and he just kind of hit a road bump. Yeah, there was a guy at the Nuggets game the other night.
Yeah, the Timberwolves. Is they playing the Nuggets? Or maybe it was the Nuggets. I think I know what you're talking about.
The Nuggets Warriors game. Just showed the guy like doing a bump off of his thumb.
Oh, yes.
On camera in the crowd. You guys having a time.
Yeah, I love it. Respect. Came in with an agenda he was going to execute regardless of what happened.
I mean, that's pretty brazen from your seat. I guess you don't expect to be on national TV.
Yeah. It is. It is. Or you definitely won't be in national TV. You can just go to the bathroom.
Like, or just like get it. I mean, I guess, yeah, you can go to the bathroom, like go wherever. That feels like more like sweet activity.
True.
Oh, maybe Rory won't double this today.
Keegan's about to make a birdie.
Oh, good for him.
Same with Mav.
There's that sound again. And I'm trying to see where it's coming from.
It's not coming from me.
No, it's not, but it might be just be picking up feed. Like if I look at the audio board at the exact time that it comes on, it'll tell me which feed it's coming from. Like it could be as much of a sound of like a microphone not plugged in all the way.
Oh, that could be me. I mean, technology and I are not really good friends.
It's you. It's coming from your feed again.
I've had some pretty atrocious Mayo Media Network appearances before in terms of internet.
You really have. Like, is your like
my setup's good now. I moved a couple years ago, but previously, real just horrific internet. But way better now. But maybe could be the mic. This is a very 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 old Yeti mic that.
But it's fine now.
You're using a Yeti mic.
Yeah, buddy.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe now you're telling me I shouldn't be because it's
No one should be like Yetis went out of style 13 years ago because they're shit
when
mics.
I got the mic.
Yeah, like I have I'm using ones from like 7 years ago. I'm plugged. You don't even have an XLR. You just have a USB mic.
Yes, that's correct.
That is wrong. Do not do that.
All right, I'll take care of it.
Siwoo Kim, hole in one. Next tee shot, the water.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
But it's a par 5, so maybe he could salvage it. But still, water. Rasmus Højgaard.
Siwoo Kim on why he's smoking via your boy. I guess it's not really. They showed Rasmus. It's not really your boy. It's more Byron's boy. But Dan Rappaport got interviewed Siwoo on like why he's smoking this week because he's quote getting old and stressed. I love it.
Yeah, that was actually I did enjoy that walk and talk. I that was a fun one.
Noonan, do you know about the Byron Dan Rappaport thing?
I do not.
It's the greatest thing in the world.
Were you? Yeah,
I wasn't there. I showed up late, and like everyone was telling me about it. That Byron was they got on the media shuttle at the President's Cup. Like Byron was pretty lit, like every day. Like he went 3 days on a bachelor party, and then flew to Montreal to be with us for the entire time.
And he can put it away.
Byron is fucking huge.
The big boy.
Like Kenny was a lot bigger than I thought too. Like I think that people know that I'm little, but I figured everyone was about my size. Like Kenny's a lot taller than I thought, and Byron's a giant.
Yeah,
that's how I would describe him, and he can put it back. But he's just on this. Like, apparently, he was on the shuttle with Dan Rappaport yelling at him about Sahith Theegala's off the tee numbers. Like, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
As someone who was in the shuttle, and I'm not here to like stand for Dan Rappaport, but it was awkward. I was like, I'd rather be anywhere else. Like, Ryan, you've got to realize he's probably like still it's early. It's like 10 in the morning, 9 in the morning. Dan Rappaport, maybe deservedly so. Like when he's on property at a golf event, I'm sure there's a hardo or two out there that's like going to chirp him. But he's allowed the luxury of the media shuttle from media parking, like the 3-4 minute shuttle ride, to be like a safe space where he is not expecting to be accosted in this little white, Astro van. And I couldn't believe, I was like shocked. I was shocked. Like what was going on?
In fairness,
berating him right about Theegala. Yeah, sure. He usually is. Because he knows the numbers, and Rappaport like made fun of Theegala's driving, and Rappaport just went. And Byron just went off. He was not going to take any slander from Rappaport, not into him about Theegala.
It was like I get like I show up late. Like no one is less at the course than me. Like I don't care to be there. I mean, it's me and Cuss traveling together. The only reason he wants to go to the course is to get the free food, as we all know. But you're probably right. Like there probably are like 2 or 3 people that are just like giving Dan shit at the course, like him walking around. He has a very big profile, so that makes a lot of sense. But it's hilarious to see like Cuss will walk around the President's Cup. People only have the like only positive interactions only with Cuss amongst fans. Like anyone that comes up to Cuss is like, "Oh my God, it's Tim."
Yeah, I saw it firsthand a couple times. People very excited to run into Tim.
Well, because it's all so weird, right? Like the Tim stuff is so wild. You can't actually like be mad at him or like have disdain for it, right? Because like you're arguing against yourself. It just is. It's flying. Something flies in the face of reality at times. So it's really hard to have like a really passionate anti-Tim take, I guess.
And like, let's be real. Yeah, they're just like opinions about like life, and they're not even, political, although, I'm sure Tim has those opinions, but they're more like fun things. And it's not like Tim, he's certainly not a tout. He doesn't even like giving free picks. And we have to twist his arm to get any sort of like pick out of him. So I don't know what someone could be mad at Tim about to accost him in public. People are just like, to see him in real life. I think every time I've seen it, people are very excited.
Oh yeah, people are super excited. Well, this guy Eon Burke says, except the guy whose car was stolen. Untrue. Stefan's coming to the live show to see Cuss Corner live, and he was pumped to meet Cuss. You were with him, weren't you, Jeff?
Yeah, no, I wasn't. But Tim came back to me to tell me about this incredible encounter that he had. And it was a horrible day for Stefan. And it was like, sadly enough, though it might have, jinxed him, it was his bright spot of the day. So good. Looking forward to seeing him. Oh God. Hopefully he might be, where was he from again?
Vermont, I think.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty easy trip.
Yeah, I think he's gonna rent a car. At least if that gets stolen, it's not the end of the world. Because I think he just got his actual car back.
I hung out with Byron for a few rounds at the Olympia Fields BMW a couple years ago in the Vic win, and yeah, my guy can throw him back for sure. Stays well lubricated out there.
Yeah, and no sunscreen.
No, we're feeling sunscreen. No. Is that a South African thing? It's just like, no, sunscreen doesn't exist.
Day's day is over.
Good. Did he finish worse than +4?
He finished +6.
Good. What a loser. Loses to Patrick Reed.
Yeah. Good.
That's good. That helps put like it wins me some money back, which is really nice.
For the love of God, do not let me bet on Xander at the U.S. Open. It's just 162 in the middle of the fairway and dumps in the bunker. He needs to hold on, and I don't know.
Yeah, by the U.S. Open,
by these numbers.
By the U.S. Open, he'll have you'll convince yourself that he would have had like the proper run up of time to then be good enough to win the U.S. Open.
Oh, so KJ says in the chat, isn't Cust a giant too? Yeah, Cust is a big man.
It's true. If you like only listen to Cust and never where we've like spoken about how brick shithouse he is, well, I guess he's less brick.
Cust like 6'2", 6'3".
You would think he could be like a docile, smaller guy. He's huge. Like you look up to the sky for me to see Cust.
Fleetwood finish at -2. Well, here comes Jalen Brunson. Good underdog play. Raza sent me some picks from his like machine, so I got to play for tonight for the NBA. No, wait, this is an MLB play that he sent me. Never mind.
What's the MLB play?
It's an underdog play. Ranger Suarez lower than 5.5 strikeouts. Mackenzie Gore lower than 6.5 strikeouts. Dustin May lower than 5.5 strikeouts. $200 pays $650.
Bought you water.
Oh no, I have Hart. Josh Hart lower than 27 points, rebounds, and assists. Derek White, same thing, but lower than 31.5. Jalen Brunson lower than 30 points. I got some WNBA plays too if you want them. I have like $1,700 tied up in WNBA props. This is what I'm doing with my life. That like some like weird optimizer told me to do.
I don't think it's that weird.
You just watch out for Aja Wilson, lower than 25.5 points.
It's definitely Asia Wilson. I'm aware of
Yeah, she's like a star.
MVP. Yeah.
You know, I know one player. Actually, I know two WNBA players. Caitlin Clark and Reggie Miller's sister. She still play?
Shut up.
I'm dead serious.
You know she never played.
Dude, she's older than Reggie.
Yeah,
Is she? I thought she was younger than
50
Reggie.
years old. No.
She's like the best women's player ever, isn't she?
Yeah, from like 1984. Yeah, Cheryl Miller. She's like arguably the women's GOAT. But
Yeah, she was awesome. So those are the two women's players. Oh, and the tall chick who just came out of college, tall blonde, Brink.
okay.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Yeah, she's hot.
Corey Connors having a nice day.
Oh, Tony Finau just made an eagle.
Really?
Apparently, Michael Block has some quotes that you'll very much enjoy.
Oh. We'll get him next time, I'm sure.
Oh, this guy says that he'd pay for Byron, small fee to see Byron stuff Rappaport in a locker.
Well, he
I mean, I gotta say that, like, I'm not bigger than most people. Felt like I was a lot bigger than that guy. He might be taller than me, but like, I'm not built like a tube of cookie dough.
You guys would be good for my ego. It sounds like I'm a 6'2", but 2 bills flat. So not a large guy, but maybe compared to the non-Byron crew, I can hang. Yeah, Brock Purdy got paid.
Oh, he did? What is it?
$265 million.
Serious? I would have drafted fucking Shadur Sanders.
So what, 5 years? How many years is that? 6?
5.
Yeah. Bit of an overpay, but what are you going to do?
Oh, it could be Travis says Angel Reese is apparently someone. I don't know who that is.
Angel Reese.
Angel Reese. It's not like an umpire?
I don't know if that was a bid or not. It was great, though.
Not.
The on-hill play was fantastic.
Okay. Am I supposed to know WNBA players? Like, is this a thing that besides Caitlin Clark?
No, but I think part of it is, to your point earlier, if you are offline, you're probably not grinding WNBA content, watching a lot of games.
I mean, I can legitimately tell you I've watched 0 seconds ever of a WNBA game.
Yeah, you're doing it right.
Like, I'm not watching NBA. I'm barely watching NBA games. I'm not watching WNBA games.
Hey, go water.
Like, he jarred it from 248 out, or like the actual water?
He found the water. Hey, go.
What's a worse contract? This Purdy contract or the Tua contract? So I feel like they're kind of the same guy.
I guess if they're the same, then maybe it's the Purdy because he's actually healthier.
See, it could be Travis says, if you need a WNBA specialist, let me know, Pat. I mean, not for content because no one would watch it, but sure. Like, I've seen, is the WNBA, is this like week 1, game 1, Noonan, of WNBA?
It must be. Yeah, I think they've had their preseason, so that sounds right. Yeah,
because I saw that like the NBA, WNBA commissioners on like podcasts that I listened to. It's like, I don't want to listen to this shit. This sounds awful.
Yeah.
Oh, Kraserman to make the cut.
Batch is about to make a double. Ouch.
That's not good. If I can win prop bets on underdog on the WNBA, I'm all for it. But oh yeah, Brittany Griner. That's true. I do know who she is. She's the weed lady from Russia. She's like 8 feet tall.
Yes.
Yeah, you nailed it.
And I remember she played at Baylor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, good. We don't need Scotty into like 6 or anything crazy here, so this is good. Can't be Birdie in 16. 5 is okay. We might see him drop down back to 4, get him closer to Bryson for us. Feel better about that.
Let's see what Rom can do here. That's a great shot from that rough. He might be in the bunker, but no, not even in the bunker. That's just a great shot.
Rom?
This guy says Clark versus Reese tomorrow. I can tell you how much I don't care. If you love basketball, I'm sure it's great. But if you're not like the biggest basketball person, if the NBA playoffs can't suck you in and you're watching like night 1 of the WNBA, it seems strange to me.
Yeah. I can't tell you the last time I watched it, but yeah, it feels like it's been coming up more. So I feel like we got to be close to tip off here.
I watched game 1 of the beginning of game 1 of Warriors T-Wolves because I love Steph. And then he gets hurt. I'm like, well, fuck this. I'm not watching anymore. And then I watched the second or the final quarter the other night. I came home. My wife was in bed, so I just turned it on of Knicks Boston when Tatum got hurt. I was like, oh, the Boston's going to lose. This is great. Felt bad that Tatum got hurt.
It's my squad. That's the only my fandom has died in a lot of areas, but still love my Celts.
Like the Patriots are bad enough, but like the Celtics are another level of awful.
So Siwoo was never in the water.
That's great news. Here's Bobby Mack. Bet she spins this real close. Like Bobby Mack might be the same. Might be like younger Tim Andergast.
Is Bobby Mack the bet? Like who's gonna like? Is there a bet to make here?
I see. I don't know.
Siwoo's got 10 feet for birdie.
Oh, so it's a great shot from the water then.
Yeah, just they corrected it to rough, and then he laid up, and it's a par 5. So.
Oh, Pat Jablonski says, I'm chasing away all my female viewers. The only female viewers I have are from my former reality TV Bachelor fantasy days and just how handsome I am. That's it. They're not here for my WNBA content.
No. Though we did lose the Rumble crowd when we referenced Brittany Griner. It's very, very woke reference.
Is it like pretending she exists is like a thing?
Yeah, it's just,
Didn't realize. So watch out, Jeff. If you go to Russia, watch out for your vape pen.
I will not be there, but noted.
That's your gummies, I'm sure.
What's Keegan up to here? Keegan might get another one. Keegan's going to be in nice shape for the weekend.
So what are we thinking here with the +1? Like, is there a chance it falls back? We got Michael Kim and Chris Kirk are both on number 9 at +1. Grazerman and Xander are inside, but they're playing the Green Mile right now, so they could potentially fall back.
Data Golf's moved +1 to 98.5%.
Yeah, Mav. Yeah, well, all the guys on the course have already been through 16 through 18. Like even Olesen, Jagger, and Harris English, they're all on the other side of the course. Only Mav McNeely is coming down the stretch. I guess Rasmus and Connors and McElroy and Lauer they're all at -1, so they really need to fuck up to get to +2.
Minwoo bogey.
Yeah, Minwoo could have parred himself to +1, and now he's chasing.
Minwoo's chasing again?
He's done. Yeah, he's at 3. 3 heading to 18.
Great. Vince says we need Jeff and Tim's take on the schedule release videos. The next football show is Tuesday. We're going to record the schedule recap on Monday night for Tuesday this week.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. I'm quite pleased. Siwoo birdie.
Sweet. Wow. So he's at 6 under?
He is at 6 under. He has played the front 9, 5 under at the moment.
What a hero.
Yeah.
Oh, Higo's still at 4 under?
He's in the water. Let's see
is he actually in the water?
Yeah,
he is in the water.
Penalty acknowledged there.
That's a bad drop he has to take. That's the par. Oh, it's the short.
It's a short par 4.
You can get up and down for par.
There's the birdie putt.
Looks like I'm going to win a pretty sweet 3-ball bet. Fitz +325 versus Raman Cantley.
Really?
But I'm going to lose some other ones. So
you're going to lose other bets? That's impossible. You're a tout on the internet. No one ever loses.
I wouldn't say I'm a tout.
Oh, that's your voice. Really?
Well, that was weird.
No, yeah, I logged on to just like opening up all the streams that were up. I forgot the volume was up on my phone. So it's on Facebook. 2 people are watching on Facebook. Pat Mayo Experience does not have a big following on Facebook.
I mean, it's like grandma's friends.
Yeah, my mom might tune in, although she's watching my kids.
Exactly.
Probably not. Well, she got a shout out early in the show, so she tuned in. Not too bad.
Oh, Pat, we both what do you have to do Sunday, right? It's your boy's birthday. I know it's
it's your daughter's birthday. It's my son's birthday.
Yeah. Ugh, I'm going to have to and that's the thing. Like, I'm okay disappointing like my parents or my wife, but like my daughter, I don't want to disappoint.
I got that. And my wife's in Toronto this weekend for her birthday. She's coming back 2 hours before his birthday starts. So all the planning is on me. Got to do like the treat bags, got to do the cake. Actually, I haven't getting cupcakes made, but I booked the place, got to get everything organized.
Yeah.
This guy says, JP Delfio says that Cam's guy Elvis Smiley made the cut. I think he's really Cam's guy. I informed him that there was a guy named Elvis Smiley in the field.
Shout out JP.
Jeff and Pat, what would you shoot at Quail Hollow playing the regular tees? And how long is the distance?
76 and change.
No, like from the regular tees.
Regulars. Yeah. Oh.
Sneaky little round today. Sam Stevens. What?
He's up with
4 under now. What's he been doing?
Just catching that Siwa wave.
Regular Sam Stevens stuff?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the course should fit him.
Agreed.
I like the guy. I bet him at shitty events. So good for him. For
maybe you can only bet him. Maybe another guy, Torrey Pines guy, right?
Yeah. Well, I just went high pitch there.
Yeah. Oh, you're doing the Top Cat Snagglepuss voice. Oh,
that's a lot of birdies at the Siwoo Sam Stevens pairing. Who's the third with them? Let me see. Who's doing nothing? Ricky. Oh, Hoy, 5 over. Okay.
Oh, Rico. Scotty's short game. Like, if you had to rank best short games in the world, I know there's some guys with like fancy touches. Scheffler's got to be the best, doesn't he?
Scheffler JT probably. Yeah.
But JT like has bad. I never see Scheffler hit every now and then, like once every 8 weeks, he'll hit a bad chip shot. But most of them just go to a foot or in.
Yeah, no, that's fair. He's unbelievable. It's unfair. You'll miss greens, and then when you do, you're gonna scramble your face off. It's nuts.
Like you think of Phil, for example. Like Phil will have and Phil reminds me of JT in that way. Like they'll open the club face open and make this like hero ridiculous shot. Scotty's not even attempting that. He's just chipping it close to the hole.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's
never that far out of position, you know.
Yeah, not even that. Just Scotty's not looking for style points. He's just looking to put it 2 feet.
Higo's got 10 feet to save par, so maybe he can do that.
That'd be sweet. Did Pat say he was in Eastern Maine? No, I'm east of Maine. I'm in Nova Scotia. Well, here's Fitz for birdie on 18.
Just don't 3-putt.
He's got like 2 feet for par.
As long as Rom didn't make his, don't 3-putt.
Will we ever hear from Cam again if Homo wins, or will he call in from his private island? Here's the thing about Cam. Even when he wins bets, he like still loses for the week. When I asked him who he likes, the answer was everyone, which means he has a bet on everyone.
Like, Cam's lucky. By the time all of his other bets clear, he's got enough for like a good grocery run, and he's thrilled. Like, that's essentially like what it's about.
He had 124 open wagers when we talked to him on Tuesday. He was like, no, it's not just, Michael Kim needs to make this to make the cut. Make it, Mike. Yeah.
Good for you, Mike. Major cuts, 2 for 2.
Noonan went to the bathroom. I see it in the private chat right now. Cam will just go out with Visine Vince. I wonder if Cam can rally his buddies to come to this event.
Maybe.
Do we want? I thought Hainzer was going to be there. The last time I saw Hainzer was at the Cam and Gabe Road Rage at that like real sketchy bar that it was at. That Bronstetter did the roast at.
Yeah, Kaiser's been like just in like East Asia for a really long time. I think he's coming back any like day or week now, though.
Oh, then he should come to the live show.
Yeah, if he's in town, he will for sure come.
Remember him bumming cigs off me outside of like Wild Wings one night.
Yeah, it sounds like Hainzer.
It was great. What a good hang.
He's a classic. He is a classic. So that group is done. Patrick Cantlay. You know, I won't win any money this week, but sometimes you feel good about bets you don't make. Willpower not to bet Patrick Cantlay. Later, buddy. But honestly, staring at that like randomness suckers looking. What are Bobby Mack's odds? I'm gonna be betting some like 40 to 1. I mean, it's not bad, but I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. Because there aren't many talented. It's not a fair word. There's not much like name equity for the books to, to juice up the players we've heard of.
It's true. Like to look at the live odds right now. Like I said, Berger. I was gonna wait because Berger's been finished for ages. Let's see what Berger's at right now. He was at 300 early. He's at 400 now.
Yeah, 400.
250 with the placements. But again, he was third tee to green and just hasn't made a putt for 2 days yet. He's still making the cut. I think Neiman can make a run tomorrow. I know you'd love it, but do you think he will?
Yeah, but it seems like there's just going to be a double bogey, even if he's got 5 birdies.
He has weirdly Alex Smalley syndrome. That every time he starts making a run, like gets himself back into it, he just ejects immediately. Remember at the Open last year, he did it? He made like a 9 on a par 3.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of grace for some of what can happen at an Open, but you're absolutely right, Pat.
Yeah, but it's not just the Open. It happens to him every event, it seems, in a major.
What is this guy's odds?
Pat, how are your meatball lineups doing? Thanks to you and the Byron Nelson, I'm looking decent to make the 4th round. Not great. The problem is I put out my here's the one problem about being a creator in especially a very niche space, Jeff, is I made my rankings and I made them public to everyone, and then like I made rankings and uploaded them to Underdog and just auto drafted a ton, and people just took my rankings and like bumped people up a bit higher and stole all my guys. So my teams all suck. If you drafted against me with my rankings, you did awesome.
Rankings on the internet, people like them.
They do. Anything with rankings in them tend to do well. Have you looked at the odds recently?
I'm staring at them right now.
Scheffler plus 170.
Yeah.
What did he just do?
No, he's real close on 17.
Okay, so he's going to be at 6 under.
Yeah. And then it's Bryson plus 850. Then Vegas 14-1. Man, that guy who said that Vegas was great value at 10-1 earlier must be killing himself. Now he's 14-1.
I mean, I get why Scotty's plus 170.
Yeah.
It's just, him and meatballs.
Those meatball lineups. Noonan, you back?
Yep.
Sweet. I'm going to do what you did. I'll be back.
Scotty just hit it to 3 feet.
Yeah, he's infuriating.
Denny McCarthy quietly chugging along in here. He might make another one here on this par 5 too.
But he didn't miss out on this Xander sweat very much. That's for damn sure. He's been infuriating to watch.
Is there anyone you'd like consider on this live board right now?
Let me see what are the numbers.
Oh, Higo made the par, eh? From the water bowl. Good for him.
I mean, Vic has been so up and down too. He's been also infuriating. There's been some just mind-numbing.
Yeah, Vic is mind-numbing. Some mind-numbing Vic.
Let's see what our current prices are at.
Scotty plus 170.
Rory's
still 16-1. What on earth? They just like forbid. I mean, I'm not even looking to bet Rory, but they're so afraid to take money on him. Gracerman bogey. That might help the cut.
My main DFS guys this week. One of my favorite cheapies, Gracerman. So that makes sense. Where's Rom?
He's finished. -2. I don't know who I was just looking at. Oh, Denny McCarthy. I don't know.
Yeah, JP.
What's the
shouting out
weather?
Vic.
What's the weather supposed to be this weekend?
I think it's decent. Dry at least. I don't know about the wind situations at all, but dry.
The course is going to bake out,
I imagine.
or is it just too soaked? Regardless, Scotty missed. Is that what they just said?
Yeah, Scotty missed. He missed that putt.
Yeah, Mason. I'm on Vic. That crushed me. Sorry, I'm on Hatton. I was so happy to see he was at 5 under at one point today, and it just all fell apart for Hatton.
Yeah, 18. Ready to the 7.
He hit 2 balls in the water on his front 9 today, so that was frustrating. Despite those 2 water balls, he played outstanding. Denny McCarthy. Where
A
is
bad miss from Rory. Rory and Scotty missed those little cheapies. Cash calling out Wyndham Clark 120. Yeah, I played Wyndham pre-tournament at 120. back to where he is, but where is he at? He's 1 under. It's just a guy that has shown like ceiling, right? Like you've seen Wyndham get red hot with the putter.
Yeah, spike driver, spike putter. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Did Scheffler make or miss that?
He missed. He missed. Yeah, he missed 3 feet.
Classic Scheffler.
So
Rory too.
3 feet 11-inch putt.
Did Rory miss a shorty too?
Yep.
Noonan, you ever go on Threads?
Not really. No.
It pops up on my Instagram feed, and it's just like it rages me into clicking on it. I'm not convinced that there's any real people on Threads. I think it's just bots.
What do we? Denny McCarthy's going to get to 4 under. He can't win, can he? Maybe.
No.
What are his odds? Nope.
Another guy with sneaky decent history here, Denny McCarthy, which is weird.
Sneaky decent.
Ryder Cup captain, Denny McCarthy. The worst thing that could happen to the U.S. team is have some like goober win this tournament.
I agree.
Kind of like Herman in whatever year that was. Now I'm on Echo.
Yeah.
That should be better. Nope.
And my audio is being weird. Who's the goober though? The goober's like Poston or Smalley, basically.
Hello?
Maybe
That's no
Spawn.
good. Spawn, I actually feel like wouldn't be that bad. Maybe Denny wouldn't be bad. Who knows? All right, we calling her quits after watching these guys play 18?
Which one? Scotty and them?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, yeah. Like, who's even on the course? I guess Higo is.
Higo is out there, but +1 is the cut. That's
Yeah. It seems like it's it.
What should I order for dinner? I got Chinese food last night, and I will tell you, I don't think I can eat Chinese food anymore.
Chinese food for one?
It's too much. They send me too
tough.
much.
Chinese food for one is tough because it's like you like family style Chinese because you want to order, have 3 or 4 things, but you can't eat 3 or 4 dishes for yourself.
Yeah, and like if you get the 4-1 combo, it's like 3 meals in one. Like I woke up so bloated this morning, just full of salt. I had to go. I had to pound a bunch of Gatorade.
Yeah,
and pound a
MSG.
bunch of water. Yeah, the MSG, and then like pounding all the water, all the Gatorade, and then I had to go run for 45 minutes to sweat it out just to feel normal again. I don't want to do that, but I also don't want to order like cauliflower rice at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you're pretty good shape, right? You run it all the time. Just gonna do something that your wife maybe doesn't like, or something you like to bring up because you feel like it's not a spot that you go with the kids or your wife with. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really like I mean, that's really the only move to make here. It's like the place that you don't get to have because your wife and kids like won't eat it that you like.
Where the fuck is Rory here? Is he in the gallery, like in the grandstands?
Like he hit it left?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, way left of the creek.
Oh, it bounced in the water. Oh, Rory. Was he gonna miss the cut?
They're saying rough.
Are they?
Or at least trackers.
I saw that guy say touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, that man is going. Oh no, he's okay. That's almost exactly the same spot he was in when he took the drop.
He could be okay from there.
He's okay. Doesn't love to get wet.
Another guy, Finau just hit it to 7 feet on the
Finau's not fucking winning this.
Par 5. Or sorry, the par 3.
Does that bounce across the water?
Yeah.
What luck?
Mason in the chat, good question. I mean, interesting question at least with, can Akshay or Clanton make that U.S. team? I think I would love to see Clanton on the team. I think
Clanton has no chance.
Yeah, I mean I do like the thought of like, hey, this kid's like on the come. It's kind of what the what the Euros did with Højgaard maybe early, or even going to Ludwig. Not that there was a question, but like just getting the reps on a home Ryder Cup. That I think actually 1,000% should be on the team unless he just has just a shit summer. But I don't know. It's tough.
I don't think that he's going to be on the team. I think he'll have to play his way on in some sort. I think Thorbjornsen has more of a case than Clanton does, honestly.
Yeah. No, and great. He fits the mold too, right? Same premise.
Like that's where you would want him. Like if you're going to use Thorbjornsen, you want him at a bombs away track like Bethpage.
And he could putt too. So like he could, if the moment's not too big, he could be an interesting alternate shot kid.
But the U.S. seems like very hell bent on like instead of taking Thorbjornsen or Clanton, if it came down to it, they'd be like, oh, we if they were like similar in numbers or whatever, that they would take like JT Poston for no reason.
Yeah,
it's just how it feels like the Euros have more foresight on what they actually need to win an event, where the U.S. is hell bent on, well, this guy's been on the team before, or it's this guy's turn that they have to take him. And that's what the Euros used to do. And that's why the Euros would always lose.
Tyler Henley's a lock. Sorry.
Yeah, I feel like Henley's on the team.
Yeah, total lock. They're not deep enough to like at this point, like at this era, to not take Russell Henley, even if he's not playing, even if he has a shitty summer. I think
he would have to, like, if he has an especially bad summer, then maybe you can leave him off. But this guy Chad says Clinton's winning the Canadian Open. I can most definitely see that.
Yeah, apparently it's big hitters, right?
Yeah,
from the guys that were out there. And that makes sense. I've seen the property. I've played at the other, like there's 3 courses on the property. I've played at the other ones. I've seen the championship course. I could see how Rory's going to love it. And do you see Rory's going to Australia, Pat?
Yeah, he's playing the next 2 years.
So they Canada, like at least the rumors are like RBC or someone's paying Rory like $1 million to come.
I heard it's 3 million, and Rory does like the RBC. He does a speech at the RBC dinner on like the Tuesday, and they pay him like $3 million for that.
Yeah. So what do you think he's getting to go to Australia?
$3 million
Yeah, good for him.
a year.
Good for you, Rory. So that's why he didn't have to go to live. You know what I mean? He gets his own live.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
Rahm didn't have to go to live either, but they threw like Rory's richer than all those guys just from being around for so long and being, what's Rory worth? Like $500 million?
Rory's net worth is probably $500 million, maybe more, to be honest.
Yeah, so like he didn't really need the money, even if they offered him $500 million to go, so it'd make him a billionaire. Like, what's really the difference at that point? But with everyone else, like no one else besides, who knows what kind of like debt Phil was in. I'll see what Rory does here. But everyone else, like I kind of understood it. Like, how much money could they have given Tiger to go? Like that. Tiger really kind of should have went in a weird way because it's not like he's doing anything on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where like Tiger there's not enough money to make Tiger like Tiger doesn't need adult like.
Oh Jesus, Rory, where the fuck is that at? Over the green or way to the right? And if you're gonna miss right. It's not bad actually.
What happened with Mav?
Yeah, he just can't double, so he's all right.
And people are talking about Brooks. Like Brooks is not unless Brooks wins the U.S. Open, he's not on the team.
It seems like Bryson's the only guy from Live,
and that's probably like correct, isn't it? Like what other American on Live you'd be like, oh no, that guy needs to be on the team. Reed is the only one with a case.
Yeah, he's
Correct.
not though. He's just like you can't be what Patrick Reed is and be like the 12th man, right? Like that's just been established, I think.
Oh, Cash Chucker says that Tiger's kids being golfers probably kept him from going too. What Liv should have done was sign Charlie Woods for like $30 million.
Still time.
I don't see Xander. Don't overcut it now. All right, Xander should be okay to make the cut. 2-putt from there. Yeah, the thing that Liv screwed the most was the President's Cup team. That's who actually got hurt in all of this.
Yeah, the President's Cup and
no, just the President's Cup. Like the Euros aren't. The Euros didn't lose anyone of consequence except for Rahm, who's going to be on the team anyway, and Hatton, and they're still going to play. But with the President's Cup not allowing those guys, no Cam Smith, none of the South Africans, a bunch of Aussies that could be on the team, Abe Answer, Neiman, like they lost like 7 guys. That's how you end up with like Mac Hughes on the President's Cup team.
I just bet Finau 250 to 1.
I think he just made a birdie.
Yeah. Stale. 3 under. Who knows what's going to happen here? I mean, I'd be shocked if he did it, but.
Chad. Minu's dressed like he's going to be a bottle boy at Brooks and DJ's orgy.
And he's, what do they call it? A freak fest? Or what's. Sorry.
On the Diddy parties?
Yeah. Oh, Higo's got 8 feet for birdie.
Let's get it. Yarmer Yeager says, bless you for the Penge pick, Pat. Top 40 and 30, looking nice after 2 days. We'll see. See where he ends up.
Mav just missed a 10-footer.
Guys miss 10-footers.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what, a like 40% make rate?
Yeah. Keegan with a nice par save. He's lingering.
Let's see what Rory does here. See if he can get it up and down. And what do you think the lead is tomorrow? Like after tomorrow? -9?
Well, it's not Vegas. If like, what's the lead? If I guaranteed you, it's not Vegas.
Rory left himself like 40 feet short on this
Yeah,
chip.
35 feet. Yeah.
All right, 2-putt from there, still make the cut.
Oof.
Do you think he intentionally 3-putts? So he's like, yeah, fuck it.
No.
Oh, apparently this Michael Block interview that he gave after the round is outrageous.
Well, I look forward to getting triggered by it later this evening.
He claimed the lack of big crowds are the reason he didn't have a lot of success. I don't know if that was a joke or not, though.
What
Oh, Siwoo, nice chip, pal.
when is Rory playing again next?
Canadian Open?
Maybe Baccia just hit it in the water.
So he'll play at Memorial, right?
He's actually, until it became elevated, I feel like he usually skipped Memorial.
They all play because of Jack. Jack's only got so many years left.
Yeah.
And Rory just skipped the RBC, right? He just skipped Overtown.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's not officially committed to Canada, just he tends to play it every year.
Oh, I thought he was, but maybe I'm wrong.
Chad says Bryson -8 leader tomorrow. I can most definitely see that.
Yeah. Bryson and Scotty at 8. Showdown on Sunday.
Like Bryson's playing really well, but hasn't, as I mentioned before, has not capitalized at all on anything. Whereas like we've seen Scheffler chip. I mean, he's missed that like 3-foot putt, but you don't expect that with Bryson. But he's made stuff from off the green for eagle. Like he's had all those breaks. Bryson hasn't done any of that stuff, and he'll need to do that stuff in order to win. So tomorrow would be a good day for that, where he gets a chip in, he makes 2 30-foot putts, and like all of a sudden it's like, here we go.
Sam Burns just had an incredible shot.
Did he end up making the cut?
He is even.
Oh yeah, so he's making the cut.
And he just hit it to like a foot on 16 from 200 out from a fairway bunker.
6 shot.
Yeah, disgusting shot. Baccia could be, I guess he'd have to triple to go behind the cut here.
He's at -1 right now.
Yeah, and he's in trouble.
He's in the water on 16.
Yeah, and he would obviously still have some hard holes to play.
I'm not seeing him in the water on 16. But the app is just showing me he's in the fairway. Like, do you have him hitting the second shot?
Yeah, second shot into the water.
Yeah. Yeah, so the app seems relatively inconsistent with update times as well.
Yeah, it's hard. I've actually been having a hard time to figure out who's actually got the info first.
Oh, yeah, Burns that even for the day. He's at +2 for the tournament. He needs to birdie.
Yeah, and he hit it to 9 inches.
That could be his third shot for all we know in the app.
Maybe.
Come on, Xander, roll this in. That's not even close. Ryan Bush says, I thought this was a 3-man tournament. Didn't realize the other guys were playing. Well, let's wait till we get to Sunday and see who's there.
Yeah, golf.
People are awfully quick to make. I mean, did they pay you for your Johnny Vegas bet yet? Would be my contention here. Did you get your 500 to 1 payout, or are we going to wait till Sunday and it's Scheffler and Bryson?
Yeah, I didn't expect the Vegas people to be so passionate. I didn't know there were so many of them.
If you bet Johnny Vegas, like you're happy, but aren't you like as a golf bettor, in some weird way, wouldn't you rather him at like 5 or 6 under and like just like in a stalking position? Like he's fucked as a leader, no?
That's how I feel, but if he keeps...
I get it's how you feel. Like when you have the bet, you want every stroke. Like I get it, but in actually like logically trying to find his path to victory, I don't think it's run and hiding. Like right, it's just not happening for him. Although there was a moment today before Tim tweeted or texted
the moment
he might be running and hiding.
The moment Tim DM'd us with Vegas in the fairway on 18. probably the first bit of golf Tim saw all week.
Yeah, open Higo with the birdie. Guess we knew that.
Could Keegan make a run tomorrow? I hope not. I'd rather Keegan go away.
Where is he at?
The 4, 3 or 4?
3 or 4.
Okay.
3.
I mean, Scheffler playing like he is right now, like not well and being in 5th place is tough scene for the rest of the people.
Yeah, big trouble. So what are the run of events then after this? Like before Memorial Canada, what's before Memorial?
Colonial,
Yeah.
Memorial. This is the best run of golf. Like these 5 weeks.
Oh my God.
PGA, Colonial, Memorial, Canada, US Open.
Great. And we assume everyone's going to Memorial. Some guys will come to Canada.
Most of the Euros will come to Canada. If Thigala's okay, he'll be there. Burns will be there.
Colonial
Young
got
will be there.
What Oakmont's in Boston, right?
No, it's in Pennsylvania, isn't it?
Oh. Yeah, you're probably right. I just embarrassed myself.
It's all the Northeast. Oakmont. No, that's Oakmount, and that is a subdivision that's by me. Don't want to search that. Let's see. Yeah, Oakmont, PA. Look at it on the map. See where it is.
I just want to say it was wrong again. Baccia wasn't in the water. It's now been corrected to rough on his second shot there. So
Good news.
don't
Yeah,
be live. Don't make live bets based on like a specific shot tracker situation from like a random group this weekend, friends, because it is unreliable.
Yeah, Oakmont seems like it's just north of Pittsburgh.
I think I knew that.
So it's actually not that far from, not far from Pittsburgh at all, which means it's not that far from Cleveland. You could drive down there, Jeff, no problem. I know you won't.
I don't really have an interest.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I mean, the one
Father's Day, I'd rather let my family leave me alone at home.
Yeah, it is it's a 5.5 hour drive from Toronto.
Yeah, that's actually very, very legit. It's like the same drive as where was the major last year? Oak Hill?
Yeah, in Rochester.
Yeah, it's about the same drive, I think, for me.
It really seems like Rochester should be closer than Pittsburgh, but it's not. It's actually not. Maybe it's not. Let's see.
Well, Rochester might actually be closer. Maybe 3 or 4 hours, actually, Rochester.
Oak Hill Country Club. It is a 3-hour drive from Toronto. Significantly
because Buffalo. Yeah, I knew I was wrong there because it's Buffalo is about an hour and a half, and Rochester's, I guess, just not that bad.
Yeah, 2 hours away from Cleveland. It's not bad. Oh, they're finally showing the burn shot. It's a great shot.
Yeah, disgusting shot. Ben Griffin, 12 feet for birdie to end his day. He'd go to...
Here's Higo. Higo for birdie. No, takes the lead as low lefty. Let's have it. 9.5 to 1. Need it.
He hit the putt? Oh, yeah, we saw that. Who's else in there for low lefty? Oh, Bobby Mack.
Akshay, Highsmith, and Herman, I think, are the ones who made the cut. Although that Elvis Smiley guy might be a lefty, I don't know.
What about some other markets? Pendrith and Connors will duel it out. Who's rocking low Dane? Who's, I guess, a Højgaard?
Yeah, but I think the only two Danes to make the cut were both Højgaards. Maybe Olesen ended up making it.
Who's is Fleetwood topping? No, Harry Holt. Who's top Englishman? Oh, Fitzpatrick. Idiot. Yeah.
So tomorrow it's going to be it's
Noren would have been a nice low Swede bet, eh?
Who?
Noren?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Watch out for Bland in the low English market. Does Finau look like he lost 20 pounds? Not that he was fat, but he looks skinny now.
But money he owes people, he's just not eating well, not sleeping well.
He has like
Great
38
if he
kids.
could have a. I mean, like, I'm probably not gonna hit a winner this weekend. Well, I guess I would love for him. Let's get some like one of our losers, like Finau or Fleetwood, to just have great weekends.
I mean, I don't have money on Siwoo. I would love to see Siwoo win.
Throw him in there, sure. That would be awesome.
How long till Scotty goes full speed with this haircut?
It's not great with the hat off.
It's getting thin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like my guy Connor.
It's getting thin, and then like if you saw him from behind, like with his hat off, it's probably like a huge keeper.
I don't know. They showed him from the top. He's not like full Jim Nance as of yet, but it seems like the back is doing okay. It's just the front is going up and up and up.
Gracerman
needs a birdie.
Big shot. Yeah, he needs a birdie. He hit it to 5 feet.
Yeah, I'm watching it on screen.
What a shot, buddy.
Yeah, the wife is calling for dinner. Unfortunately, she's not out of town. She's
all right. Well, we'll end it here since the main group is gone. We'll see if
I'll get out into the Leafs games. Oh no, 8:00. Okay,
8:00. So thanks everyone for tuning in. The cut is +1. If Grazerman makes his putt, then he is going to make the cut. Noonan, hype up everything you're all up to, both for next week and going forward.
Yeah, appreciate you guys having me on. Enjoy it as always. BetSportsGolf.com. Come hang out with us. It's lots of great stuff. Hopefully some more exciting things coming in the future that we'll be excited to share.
Yeah, big news, huh?
Well, hopefully, I'm just keep moving and shaking. Just want to continue to provide the best golf content we can for the folks out there.
Yeah, I mean, the more the merrier, right? If you had big news coming, that'd be great. Jeff, talk to you on Monday.
Yeah, Eugenio with an eagle, Pat. So you're gonna cut Sweat. That's he's at 2 over now with 3 holes left.
Is he going to the green mile or does he have the other way?
He's going to the mile.
That's probably not great. Yeah. Eagle, though, if he just he had like 15-foot putts for birdie on like the first 5 holes and made none of them. So that was no good. He needed to make a few of those. That's where the extra shot's going to come in handy, unlike Vegas. But smash a like while you're here, sub to the channel. Yeah, that'll do it for us. If you're on Rumble, go sub to Mayo Media Network because that's going to be up there now. Then we can stream live over there. That'll be a lot of fun. Try to get some more viewers that way. But till then, I'll see you next time.